Oh, yeah. It's about to go down, baby. You don't want to miss this one. It's about to be a good one. We live at 5. It's 5 somewhere, right? It may be later where you at. We about to get the brother Rod on, man. He said he was running late on the he had a couple hits on the Instagram. So we lit, we live, man. Get him in here. You don't want to miss this one. Big Mama's Babies is back. When we pull up at the back. That's facts. All right, hold on. I gotta switch to the laptop and I'm gonna get the brother Rod on.
Yeah. Hey, close that door, Haru. Close that door. Hey, Rod said he finna crack heads and twist caps, man. Let me get this right here shit rolling, bro. He said he finna crack heads and twist caps. Never have it been made so clear. We're gonna run this one. While we bring the rod to the stage.
We've got to talk about
Young Guy Flow Part 2.
My Skywalkers.
My Skywalkers. Pay attention to what we about to say in this interview. The niggas that potatoes, they look like they came to you. Sitting around wondering what we gonna do. I saw you shake your hands.
Back in Timberbook 2.
Fantasy position, this is
what it's about.
1476, that's when they sold us out.
This is the war between Inky
and Enlil. They don't really feel
how you mortals live,
but they really live like you mortals and humans live. Sitting up on their craft, making deals and drinking beer. Sitting up on their craft, making meals and eating beer.
Been running the game for about
10 years. Boys got technology, they talking the car stuff. They watching from the satellites, they trying to evolve us. Really on the low, Enlil trying to dissolve us. Niggas ain't slow, we ain't riding a small bus. Fact.
We back. Big Mama's Babies, we back. That's facts.
When I pull up, nigga, I pull up
In the back. That's facts.
Big Mama's Babies, nigga, we back. That's facts. When I pull up in the back. That's facts. Big Mama's Babies, nigga, we back. That's facts. When I pull up, nigga, I pull up in the back.
That's facts.
Nigga,
Big Mama's Babies,
we back.
hey, we back.
Baby,
Kids, nigga, we
back. Big Mama's kitchen fixing the plate. I bought my girl body on her first date. My big mama said, my grandson's a keeper, but you, young lady, you look like a creeper. Plus you pretty girls don't know how to cook. And I can see you got my grandson on the hook. I know you only with him because he got a little money.
When you run out of money,
you gonna start acting funny. Come over here and help me clean these children. And let me look at your hips, you got any children? Now I remember everything Big Mama said. When we left there, it was stuck up in my head. 2 months later, we left there and wed. Ran out of money, she left me for a Fred. All on this job cause he ride in the Hummer. Next time, man, I'm riding with Big Mama.
that's facts.
We back. Big Mama's Babies, nigga, we back.
Hey,
That's facts. When I pull up, nigga, I pull up in the back. That's facts. Big Mama's Babies, nigga, we back. That's facts. When I pull up in the back.
yeah, that's me, man.
That's facts.
You ain't listen to
Mama's
my
Babies,
music?
nigga, we back. That's facts. When I pull up, nigga,
You go right here,
pull
see,
up
say
in the back.
the Young Elder music. We got 30 songs out. You sleeping it.
Mama's Babies, we
You
back.
sleeping if you ain't heard us yet.
We back.
Sleeping if you ain't heard us yet. Hey, Rob finna ready to come in now. You just give him a second. He finna ready to come on. He had to sit down at Instagram.
I want to tell you a story.
I used to believe that Jesus was a Catholic God. God.
Hold up. I don't know about this. Hey, we got one more to give him a second. Y'all, see y'all, I don't know, y'all sleeping on that music though, bro. Let's one that we know for sure that's gonna bang it out, man. We gotta run that Baba. I got this. Y'all ain't heard that. Hey, Baba, I got this.
Y'all got flow part 2.
Oh, they go. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Okay, all right, wait on.
Skywalkers.
If we get it come in, y'all give a second. Yeah, so the people that's asking, is that me? Oh yeah, that's me right there. We Big Mama's babies is back. When we pull up in the back, man. That's facts. Let's see. We're gonna bump this one for you, bro. That'll give them a couple more minutes. So we got over we got about 30 tracks out. We're finna get drop one like they go raw right there. Hey, Rod. We're gonna hold that. So we already in that big boy. Hey, Rod, we in the building, we live, we lit. Let me get that thumbnail.
Hey, look.
Hold on, pulling it up right now. What you got, brother? Let's do it. Let me hear your perspective, man.
Look, I just stepped out of time loop, dog.
Man, I felt it, man. My internet shit down. I was like, man, I say something happening with Rod right now. Like, that's why my internet everything gets cut off. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Look, go to my, can you pull my Instagram page up?
Oh, let me see. I might can. Let's see. Man, that's I felt some energy happening right then too. Hello. Let me get this right here. Go to Google. Go to it should let me pull it up. Let me see. I think I got a link to your shit already though. Let me do it. Okay. See, can I do it like this? I just need to get on Instagram. Really, then once I get on Instagram, I can find it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Let me do a search. Where is it? Search. Yeah, for everybody that's watching this Rod, because if everybody be asking, I got it in the emails. But this Rod's Instagram right here. Okay, yeah, we got it, Rod. Hey, what you got, Rod? There you go, right
you
here.
See that lady? See
Right
that
here,
lady?
yeah,
Right?
blow it up. There you go.
No. It's a
Okay.
video.
Okay, it's a video. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me go back. Oh, right here, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, is that it? Okay, that ain't playing. Hold up. It's got to be, maybe it's this one. The Deadly Yellowstone. That one?
Mm-mm. It's one of them ones with the lady. It's a video.
Yeah, here you go right here. Here you go right here, Rod.
Listen to the first 5 minutes of this crap.
Okay, I got you. Let's play it. Hey, family, if you're in the building, it's about to get them niggas, Rod. We're going to keep it clean, YouTube, though.
So the title of this.
Okay, here you go. Let's rock it. Hey, can I blow it up?
So the title of this is Let's Build with the Chief. Why the Chief?
This about to be good, baby.
So we'll do some invites before we can get started. Get some people in here. I don't really have nothing in particular, except I have a phenomenon called lost time.
Oh yeah, this about to be good.
So I went to feed my dogs. And it was about maybe 4 o'clock. I came in my room. I sat down took a couple of phone calls that didn't last very long. Then I got up and I went to go get something to drink. So they canceled my invites. So I'm gonna try that again. Let's see how it turned out this time. Anyway, I'm waiting to hear from Young Elder.
What? Oh shit, Fred.
And while I'm waiting to hear from Young Elder, I lost about maybe 4 hours. I don't know
Damn.
what happened to them motherfuckers. I don't know where them motherfuckers went. I don't know if they changed the motherfucking place on the record player for this shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to them 4 hours. It literally only take about maybe 20, 30 minutes to feed my dogs. I came in and waiting. A Young Elder had messaged me earlier because I think we were supposed to have been on his show tonight at 9:30. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know, I'd be getting time to do the show. I pull up the damn time, and lo and fucking behold, it's 11 something. Where my 5 hours go? 4.5, 5 hours? Where that shit go? I ain't been nowhere. I ain't been asleep, nothing. It just, woof. So now I'm like, what the fuck? So that had to be some kind of message. So
Glitch.
so I had to read this shit like, what the fuck do it mean? Why am I missing this block of time?
It's fucking glitch in the matrix.
I ain't even been smoking today. This is my first blunt of the day. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to this time? Anyway, so I was doing some posts. They didn't take that long. But in the course of doing the posts, I discovered that Instagram don't like me putting video clips with my posts. So they won't let me post the post if there's a video clip attached to it. So I went to Facebook to try to upload all my video clips. Because those video clips be important because they receipts. They be telling y'all something that I already told y'all. And people send me the video clip, so I share the video clip. I don't know what's up with Instagram right now. I'm looking to see if it came up on Facebook. So let's see what
You
happens.
can stop right there.
Yeah, it's a glitch, man. I'm telling you. They glitch you just like they be I'm telling you.
Listen, it was 1 a.m. when I got out that video that you just watched.
What?
Listen, and I put my phone down and picked it back up because a text came in and it's like 10 something. Did you hear what time I said it was when I started that video?
Yeah. You said it was like fucking 11 some o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I heard this before though, like I seen
Deja vu.
no, yeah, it's like the time. They call it a glitch. See, when that happened, that means that either you got the fuck it's something like it was a solar flare or something that happened right then when you probably got that glitch. It was something that happened that caused it. And it could be the time frame you in too, like the time zone. They say time, but it's like, man, it seemed like you got caught in a glitch to where like you lost, like, because we all as a people, we all sit on a rhythm, a certain frequency, a rhythm. That's what make us can dance on the beat. We on that frequency, but they can come in and they can adjust you. It's a group called the Adjustment Bureau. They put a movie out about it where they come in and
Now, I
adjust your
remember that
fucking
movie.
time. Huh?
I remember that movie.
Yeah, the Adjustment Bureau. The niggas come in and they rearrange your time. Like, so you would think that, damn, what just happened? You would be once you figure out what's happening, they then had you, and they then came in and did some shit, and then but it's something they messed up some. That's how you recognize. You weren't supposed to recognize that. If these guys that was probably, if somebody did that, they probably wasn't that good, or they didn't know how high power the alchemist you was, that you was gonna realize that the time frame got changed.
Elder, look,
man, I'm telling you,
this real talk, Elder.
yeah.
Anybody think I'm making this up can go back and watch that video that he just watched. I'm really fucked up in that video about where them 5 hours went.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Look, I'm having conversations with people about this missing block of time, and I get off the video at 1 something in the morning.
Man, that's crazy, bro. The Adjustment Bureau, these niggas right here, man. They got these dudes right here. These dudes are extraterrestrials. They work for the man. They the same group inside of the Man in Black. They work for
first,
the same group. Let me say right here. That's why they dress though, but you can't. They got these things called invisible belts. Where they can put these belts on, and they can it'll speed up their vibrational wave to where it'll bend the light waves around them where you can't see them, and they'll be up in your house walking around you, but you probably can see them out of the corner of your eye, because the technology, they ain't got it fully developed, but they got it to where you can't see them. They
had an episode of the X-Files about that.
Yeah, they got them right around the time of George W. Bush Sr. Because we was on them, and there was a dude out there when George W. Bush was out there fishing on a boat, and another dude was a Secret Service was standing next to him, and he was fishing, but he was invisible. All you saw is the rod. And that's when they came out and said, "Oh well, yeah, we got developed this new technology that they had got from the Philadelphia experiment." See, the Philadelphia experiment, they accidentally discovered invisibility. They was trying to start doing the stealth. Right, and I think it was in 1943 or somewhere around that, the Philadelphia experiment. They were trying to
pull it up,
huh? Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah, they was trying to develop that stealth technology. Okay, I'm gonna say, make sure I say this picture. Then I'm gonna go to pull it up. The invisibility belts. Hold on, let me show you. Philadelphia experiment.
They made several movies over the years about it.
Yeah. That's where they got the technology from, Nikola Tesla. All right, right here. Yeah,
they used his Tesla coils, and they used the Edison's apprentice design, but they didn't have the frequency right. Mm-hmm. One of the side effects is that it cast one of the dudes into the future, into 1983.
Exactly.
The other side effect is the people that stayed on the ship was part of the ship now. They was welded inside. They was fused to the ship.
I'm showing it right now. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, let me I say it right here. Boom. All right, let me pull this joint up right here. Not the I want to get the real Philadelphia experiment.
You know it's still a portal there, right?
Yeah, right there. And that portal opened up every 10 years.
And you know that they built a brick structure around where the portal comes so people won't get caught in it.
What? I didn't know that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me blow this up, because this right here, what you saying, it ties into the vortex getting ready to open up next year. See, look, this is some shit. Man, this right here, hey, Rob, I'm telling you, man, this right here, some stuff right here. Hold on, let me pull it up. All right, so yeah, so what they were doing, okay, let's pull it up. They was trying to develop stealth technology, which they already had. Bob will talk about that in this tape I just put out called the Rainbow Project, right? But it's really the original name of the tape was I Came to Right the Wrong, but I just renamed it because he talk about the Rainbow Project in there, and then it'll be catchy just how it is now, so what people can get to what he's saying. But these beings, they were trying to develop stealth technology, which they already had, but they were trying to make it more better, and if they accidentally discovered time travel and invisibility. It really was they really discovered time travel. Really, right then it's all was in one thing with Albert Einstein and all them working on it. And what it did is through the dude Albert Blake, I think his name was Admiral Albert Blake, threw him into 2070 or something. And like he was in 4 or 5 different time zones before they was able to get him back to this time zone. He explained it. So that's like the same thing that's happening to you. And then too, on top of that, after that, years later, when they got this information down, secretly they set up another technology down in Area 51, is 4 in Utah, where they start working on this technology and making it smaller. And they eventually got it to like a belt buckle size where they could put it on as a belt. And they could walk around, they'd be right there with the president, and you won't even see them. There'll be Secret Service agents, 3 and 4 of them had a belt on, and then 3, 4 won't. They'll be visible, and then so you will be thinking that you don't even see them. They pull out their gun and shoot you from invisibility. You'll see their gun once they pull it out. The way when you can see their gun once they pull it out. Once they get it from their body, because the way the technology works, it's got like a little malfunction. I don't know if they developed it better, but I know. During the time of George W. Bush Sr. is when they rolled them out, when the Secret Service rolled them out.
You know, I've heard of a show come on National Geographic called Future Tech.
No, I'm gonna check that out.
Well, they got an episode that's weapons of the future. One of them was the tank fitted with fiber optics to bend the light around the tank. Right. It was first used in civilian use on the west coast of the United States in a raid.
Yeah, what?
In a drug raid.
Invisible tank.
Yeah, the ones fitted with. All you gotta do is if I can find it.
I already know they got. I know they got unmanned. I already know, man. When they show you something, they 40 or 50 years ahead. Bob already told us. When they show you something on TV. They got all that stuff they be showing on Avengers and all that, them flying they got flying aircraft carriers now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, these people
it's called the T-Ghost.
All right, let's pull it up.
On YouTube.
Right,
you can get a video of it.
Right, I'm gonna get a video of it. T-Ghost, the T-Ghost. Oh, there you go, right there. Oh yeah, I see it, bro. Right here. And it's probably fitted with laser weapons. They got the laser weapon too, the direct energy weapon. They had that in 1953.
That was the video you had actually clicked on.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it right now. We got you. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you want to show your brother Rod some love. We drop it. His cash app and links. This about to get cracking, man. We know how we do it. We just freestyle kings. We the freestyle kings.
What do you think?
On the internet.
The formidable Swedish CV90120 light tank has recently received an astonishing upgrade that almost seems to push the armored vehicle into the realms of science fiction. Already possessing some of the most impressive mobility to firepower ratios in the armored combat vehicle industry, the CV90120 is now undergoing the addition of the Ghost Adaptive Infrared Camouflage System, which has served to make the light tank a remarkable asset in the arsenal of future warfare. Because the most effective anti-tank guidance systems, like the ones used by the US Javelin, rely on infrared detection, having an armored vehicle that can effectively mask its infrared trace and even disguise it to fade into the environment is a significant achievement. If the project continues as planned, the CV90120T will be able to deliver devastating firepower while remaining technically invisible to the enemy. A proper ghost tank.
That one was radar. That's stealth technology.
Okay, yeah.
The other one is hold on.
Where it bends the light. That's like that's like a cloaking device. These extraterrestrials, the Anunnakis designed a machine because they understand electromagnetic frequency, and they designed a machine called a cloaking device where they attach to their ships where they bend. I know what you're talking about, where they bend the light frequency around the ship so it looks invisible. Matter of fact, I can show you what they're doing. I'm gonna show you. Hey, close my door. Close my door, bro. How's he getting up in here? What's it, bro? Hey, I'm gonna show you this video right here that break it down how it works. It's a video that I was gonna show when I was teaching on the part 2 on invisibility. It's a certain type of thing. Hold on, let me show you.
I'm sending you a video.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me. I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, here we go. They break it down. Oh, look, let me do it right here. It's gonna be in my like folder. All right, right here. All right. All right, I got it. I'm gonna load it up. Right here, this is a video that explains a little bit of how it works. Then I'm gonna load your video right now. I'm sending it to my thing so I can get it. Here we go, right here. Open that like that.
Hey, it's a hurry. Got someplace to meet? Yeah. Well, not happy to see me.
Everyone, today I'm going to be showing you some different ways that you can make yourself invisible. So the first way to do this is through something called an invisibility shield. So what this shield does is basically just spread out light in the horizontal.
All right, so they using these, the Secret Service, they was using these before they, some of them still use these before they was using the invisible build.
Direction. And that doesn't sound like much, but what that can do essentially is make something that only takes up a small portion of that screen. The light gets spread out so much that you can't see it anymore. For example, let's take this broom. If I take this broom and move it behind it, you can totally see it. But if I turn it like this, you can't see it at all. But notice how you can still see the background of the garage here. So the invisibility shield works by putting it in front of it, and any light that comes off of it that would have hit the eye gets spread out in a lot of different directions. And so the amount of light that hits the eye is actually very minimal. So you don't see a bright purple ball here, but you kind of see this dim purple stretched across the whole screen. And if your background is bright enough, then you won't even notice this dim purple line stretched across the screen. So basically it makes this become invisible. For example, you can see that if I take my laser light here and I shine it on the back, there's only one small dot. But if I run it through the invisibility shield, what it does is it makes it turn into a line now. So it spreads that light out everywhere. So the next method to make this ball become invisible is to take the light that would have hit it and block the background and bend it around it and then make that go straight to the eye. Now it is actually possible to do something like this using a series of lenses. Okay, so let me show you what happens here. So first the light is coming in parallel, and then it goes through this first lens and it converges into one focal point here. And then it keeps diverging and hits the second lens. So everything's invisible except right at the center there. But then as you keep going, in order for the background to not look distorted, you have to recorrect the light that you made diverge right there. But the problem is that the image is now flipped 180 degrees. And so you have to flip it back. So then it goes through these next two lenses to straighten out the light and flip the image so that the background looks completely normal. So notice when I set these 4 lenses up at the correct lengths, it keeps the background intact. But look what happens when I put it about right here. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the background. You can see no tricks here. I say the magic words, bippity, boppity, boop, and it becomes invisible. Now, the next way to make this invisible is to do the most obvious thing. If you don't want this person to see this purple dot here, just color everything purple, and then you can't see the purple dot. Now, unfortunately, in a room with shadows, you can still see it because the purple is going to be brighter or darker depending on how far or close it is away from the light source. But if you use something that has very little reflection, then it doesn't matter how much light is being shined on it. So using the darkest material in the world, I was able to make myself look invisible if the background was also the darkest material in the world.
All right, so he go in like this right here, dude. You need to go check him out because he really break down how they use the cloak. He breaks it down simple to how they use the cloak. I'm gonna pull up the one you had, Rod.
I just sent you another one.
Okay.
The other one is gonna explain the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I just watched a little bit of the one you said and the one you had, and it's fire too though. I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's like on the same thing. I'm on the same kind of one that like this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so he go in like this. All right, yeah, this right here for to be fire. But these extraterrestrials are using this technology, and it's really a lot of the stuff is really simple. It's right up under our nose. All the technology is here already. We just gotta have the knowledge to put it together. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people already put it together though. You know what I'm saying? Online.
Yep. Shout out to Sister Kia Pruitt. She seen the post I did on the med bed, so we're gonna be getting together to do. She wanted you to host the show, Elder.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Show with me and you to talk about the med beds.
Oh yeah, let me. Hey, look, that's the new day. That's I heard Saru City put a tape out like this about this.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. So she wanted to talk about the med bed. She specifically said, "Can you have young Elder be the host so he can pull up some stuff for us?"
Oh yeah, no problem. Just let me know when you're ready to do it. We're gonna be getting it cracking. You know how we do it. We can get it cracking.
So I'm gonna probably shoot for Tuesday with Sister
okay, yeah, that's great. That's great.
Tuesday on Young Elder, Sister Kia Pruitt, Rod Hayes, med bed discussion at 9:30. How that sound?
I'm glad you told me today too, because they give me time to give me some more studying in on it. Yeah, it's gonna be fire. Then I'm gonna have a file. I'm gonna set up a file and everything for it. All right, so that'll be good. That'll be good. Let me roll this one right here. This one right here, fire though, Rod. Black dude.
Yeah, that was brother. I figured you like it because it was a brother on there.
Oh, yeah. This right here, fire. Let's say that other one you got. Wow.
One thing that invisibility couldn't have an answer for was that shadow down there, though.
Yeah. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at that too.
This is flying away.
Now that is fire though.
Yeah, pull up the other one. This is predator technology.
What way did he get that sheet from?
He probably got it in the description. Y'all see the title, Invisible Cloak Reveal.
Yeah, that shit's fire, my nigga. He don't got nothing. Yeah, he probably got out, man. That's some $5 shit there. That's they almost illegal, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's almost illegal. You gonna pull up on a nigga, man. You can hide right in the nigga front yard, right on his porch. You can hide on his front porch. I don't know if it's invisible to the camera or is it just invisible, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's fiber optics. It projects the back of you into the front of you.
That's fire, man. That's fire. Not wrong with you. All right, let me run the next one. Oh yeah, that was a fire one right there, Rod. I'm about to go check that out again. I'm about to look definitely to that video, all details. All details. Okay, this is right here, the one you had next.
Yeah, graphene.
Yeah, they was using it. These beams from Andrometans. They used it on their technology.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the predator beam, but they don't look like the predator. They look like the Wraith of Star Wars, Deep Space, SG Stargate.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Explore how real-life research using graphene is helping devise technology that is the stuff of movies. So watch this video till the end to find out exactly how graphene is being used in the up-and-coming cloaking technologies. On this channel, Synergy Files, we aim to inspire budding engineers and technicians for a better, more sustainable world. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. In 1987, the movie Predator captured the imagination of audience, showcasing out-of-this-world technology. This included Predator's own optical cloaking and the use of infrared vision to pick up life forms in the dark. This brought many of us to the question, how can infrared thermal vision be evaded? In this video, we will be discussing both these technologies, namely optical and thermal cloaking, and how they are coming out of the realm of science fiction and into reality using none other than the wonder material graphene. University of Manchester, which is a center of excellence when it comes to graphene science, has been researching on many applications of graphene, including thermal cloaking. We all know that soldiers operating in the cover of night can be picked up easily from thermal imaging cameras. If, however, a thermal camouflage material is used, it makes objects appear dark, hiding them from detection. In the latest thermal camouflage made by scientists, electric current is applied to the graphene layer, the amount of which varies to get the signature infrared radiation required. By sensing the background heat levels, graphene layer gives off radiation necessary to blend into a warmer or a colder background. The system can change its thermal appearance to blend in with the range of temperatures in a matter of seconds. This technology is not just limited to cloaking humans alone. It can be used to cloak military aircraft, tanks, heavy guns, etc.
This is the one I was talking about.
With this technology, there is no need of covering oneself in mud to avoid detection by the enemy. In other words, we now have a technology to evade the predator's infrared vision. The second more exciting technology is that of optical cloaking. We all remember the scare we got when we first saw the predator switching on its camouflage that rendered him almost invisible. Optical cloaking can be achieved by different methods. One is by the control of scattering of incident light on an object. The second is to bend the light around the object. So if light can be bent to 180 degrees by using coating of a certain kind, then any object would appear to be invisible. With new age materials, we are getting unprecedented control on the degree of manipulation of light. Scientists can now control both the scattering of light and the bending of light to a high degree. Graphene is an interesting choice for scientists in optoelectronics because not only it can form the coating for optical cloaking, but that cloak can be electrically controlled. This technology can lead to lucrative contracts by the defense industry, hence the level of interest is high in universities around the world.
You notice they showed the same tank.
Type of cloaking called the metamaterial cloaking. Due to confidential nature of this research, much of the progress in the field is revealed in a controlled fashion. Nonetheless, there has been a significant change in the field of cloaking science since the advent of graphene-based metamaterials. So there we go. Thanks to graphene, we now have technology to evade the predator. If you learned something from this video, do give it a thumbs up.
Go back a little bit. Go back about a minute, about a half a minute. Right there, that's good. You see where it say confidential?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to hear what he said. I want y'all to pay attention to this.
You ready?
The metamaterial cloaking. Due to confidential nature of this research, much of the progress in the field is revealed in a controlled fashion. Nonetheless, there has been a significant change in the field of cloaking science since the advent of graphene-based metamaterials.
Did you hear what he said?
So there we go. Thanks to graphene, we now have technology to evade the predator.
Thanks to graphene.
If you learned something from this,
he said,
the metamaterial cloaking. Due to confidential.
Say what now?
Let him play one more time. Listen to what he say close.
Much of the progress in the field is revealed in a controlled fashion. Nonetheless, there has been a significant change in the field of cloaking science since the advent of graphene-based metamaterials. So there we go. Thanks to graphene, we now have technology to evade the predator. If you learned something from—
Hey, you know something? What he said? The Valve putting them, the Russians designed this this aircraft using that technology, and they said they supposed to have been taking it to Mexico so they can come into the Gulf, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. We protect the Gulf real hard.
Hey, listen, did you hear what he said about the caution, the security?
No, I didn't hear that part.
That's why I had you rewind it a couple times.
Let me do it again, man. Let me do it again.
Listen to what he said.
Okay, here we go.
A little bit further forward.
Graphene is an interesting choice for science. Not only it can form to lucrative contracts by the defense.
Right here.
This technology can lead to lucrative contracts by the defense industry. Hence, the level of interest is high in universities around the world. Graphene is being used in the type of cloaking called the metamaterial cloaking. Due to confidential nature of this research, much of the progress in the field is revealed in a controlled fashion. Nonetheless, has been a significant change.
Due to the confidential nature of this technology, information is revealed in a controlled fashion.
He ain't telling us everything he know.
He ain't telling you everything it is to know. He only telling you what's accessible to the public.
Yeah.
Now, if this is what's accessible to the public, imagine what's not.
Exactly, bro. What they got. I believe them motherfuckers got invisible robots already. The Terminator. Remember, I was talking about, well, you went on the class. I was talking to the elders the other day, a private class, and I was telling them, you remember they had a liquid robot in the Terminator when Mother Sophia Stewart was talking about the Terminator and the different information, like the technology, they already got this technology, like the developments. That's, you know what I'm saying? The silver circle.
He was made out, he was a robot made out of nanotechnology, liquid
exactly
metal.
Exactly. Go ahead.
If you go right there and type in liquid metal.
Okay, let me do it.
On YouTube, where you was just at.
Okay. I go back. Let me post some of these out so it won't act funny on me. I'm gonna leave your thing up. Type in liquid metal. Liquid metal.
I think you need nanotech behind it.
Okay, I got you.
N-A-N-O.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that's what I got. N-A-N-O, right?
Yeah, N-A-O.
Okay, N-A-N-O. Okay, all right. Nano.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. All right, programming, programmable liquid metal. That's it. All right, here we go right here. Let's get them. Hold up. They got this, Rod. We know they got it already. Let's get it though. This right here for to be crazy. I told y'all we meet up at Big Mama house to see what they for the next part, makes moves.
You see that word Pharaoh?
What it say?
Did you see that word? You see that word Pharaoh?
Yeah, Pharaoh display. Living liquid. What?
Pharaoh means iron.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Hey, you know, I had put a video out about this, but they flagged me, so I had to take it down. They took it down. I was talking about how they had this in the meat products.
Yeah, that's because that go back to the hot shot.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, I know what you're talking about. The wonton soup. That's what I call it. All right. Look at this shit, man. And keep
what
in
they're
mind,
doing now is they infusing the metal with sound to get it to react.
Okay.
This is what they're doing with it. Now remember, that's programmable liquid metal.
Okay. And keep in mind also as well that that same device that they're using to make this metal move is in your phones now. The new phone. That's why you can't take the battery out of it. The new ones you're getting. Keep that in mind. So when you holding that phone close to your body, this liquid metal, that's what's go on my Patreon. I already put a thing out about this. Go ahead. Look at it, bro. And keep in mind, hey, Ross said it's programmable, so that's how they able to set this separate. They can send a satellite signal to this shit, and they can start making it in your body. Just imagine what they can do. They can pretty much chop you into pieces like Osiris. 14.
Look, what you seeing them do with the sound is how it's programmed.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right. So the frequencies in the sound is affecting the memory space in the metal.
Okay.
They just discovery that metal has a memory.
That's right.
Right. So if we're gonna come back to this, go to regular Google.
Yep. Let me stop. I'm gonna keep that right there. All right, let's go to Google. What you got?
Look up hysteresis on the main page. HYSTER.
I got it. ATERIA.
It's SIS at the end. Hysteresis.
Yes. That is. Okay, I got you. All right, the definition of it is hysteresis is a dependent of a state of a system on its history. For example, a magnet may have more than one possible magnet movement in a given magnet field, depending on how the field changed in the past. It says the phenomenon in which the value of a physical property lags behind change its effect, causing it, as for instance, when magnetic is introduced, lags behind the magnetized force. I know what they're talking about because this is how they define.
It's the natural memory in the substance of the lifetime of the substance.
Okay, I'm with it. This is how
right. So the program memory in metal is to be in a fixed position state.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now take hysteresis out and put metal molecule.
All right. Hey, how could they use? How's they your perspective? How's they using that as a weapon? Because it's got to be some kind of weapon.
We going over it now.
Metal molecules. Oh, I can't see this. It's too damn small. There you go, right there. All right. What you want to read about it? I'll just pull up an image. It says the theme of repeating unit cellular structures also hold for most metals, which are condensed phase, which metallic bonds. Thus, solid metals are not made of molecules.
Do you hear what he's saying, right?
Thus, solid metals are not made of molecules.
Right.
Okay, what
so if they're not made of molecules, that would make them have to be in elemental form.
A programming, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to what you're saying with the hologramic shit. Really, it's
okay, now look at the structure of the melanin molecule in the image.
Okay, I got you. Let me say that. This is a good one right here. All right, which one you want to think that you like, Rod?
Second row, second from the end.
Second from the end.
The other end, yeah.
Right here. All right, let me blow it up for you. Let me see.
This is called an elemental bond.
Okay. Not a molecule.
Not a molecule. It's an element. See the next one to it? Get that one too.
Okay, how do I make it back? This one here.
The one right there with the blue and the red on it.
I got it. I got you.
Yeah, that one.
All right, let me get it blowed up for you.
Okay, first let's blow this one up. Okay, now if you look, you see pretty much, with the exception of the green and the red in the middle, all of the rest of the structure is the same. Repeat patterns. Right? But when you start getting to the center, the patterns are bound together. Right? Now, go to the other picture. That was a molecular bond we was looking at, by the way. It's when one element ties another element together.
You want, hold on, let me,
This the one I want now.
with this one right here?
The red and the blue on it.
You want that one right there? The red and blue?
Yeah, one I want right there.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, now when you're looking at these numbers, all the C is all the same. Carbon.
Carbon, yeah.
Then you see the H, those are hydrogen.
Right.
Right. The numbers is counting the number of that particular
yeah, like carbon 6, carbon 11, carbon
right.
10. Yeah.
So this is also a molecular bond. It's a molecular bond because it's two different elements tying together. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Okay. Now, the blue and the red both are carbon. I don't know why they did that. But the other ones around the outside is hydrogen. Right? Let's see if we can't find a straight just metal, just a elemental bond, not a molecular bond. Let me look. Scroll down a little bit. That might be what we need, Elder. What's typed in the search bar? You hear me?
You hear me, bro? I say metal bonds. Metal bonds.
Okay, put we're gonna do a different search so we can get a comparative analysis.
Okay.
Molecular bond v elemental bond to see the difference.
Say molecular bond. What's the last part?
Versus elemental bond. Just put a V in the middle of them.
I got you. I got you.
This kind of stuff I be doing when I'll be like, if I be doing.
This is what we getting into. Science. We getting into really atoms. We getting into the.
This is the kind of stuff when I'm by myself and don't nobody be around. I just be looking at different stuff. I be reviewing this stuff.
Oh yeah, because you're a scientist. You're a scientist, bro. You're a scientist. Oh, let me. You see one you like?
I don't see a comparison.
Let's see. Is this it?
Hey, copy that what you got typed in the space bar and put it on YouTube.
Okay, I got you. Let me say this, put a like on this video so I can come back to it if I got to.
See, when I'm talking about programming metal memory, you have to understand the differences in the bind to understand the differences in how they carry and conduct energy.
Hey, this one right here might be a good one. This so difficult chemical bonds. That's a good one.
That's a little bit too long.
21. I know exactly this technology that you're showing, the stuff that you're showing right now. It's the technology that they got off of the UFOs that they had at Area 51, because they said they couldn't. The metal was like memory metal. When they bend it, it go back to its original form, like it was programmed.
So click on chemical binding right there. That might be what we need to explain it.
Okay, right here. They said I'm letting it play right now. They said they put a torch, they put a diamond, a drill to it. They couldn't, every time they put a dent in it, it just go back to its original form, like it was a memory metal. That's what Bob Lazarus said in that video.
Yep. So right now we're looking at how the liquid metal dude in the Matrix was created by understanding this science of how metals hold bonds and how they carry memory within the metal that allows them to have rules to live by. Click play.
Okay.
The outer shell of many atoms, hydrogen being an exception, holds 8 electrons. Atoms that have an outer shell containing 8 electrons are considered chemically stable. We often say they fulfill what is called the octet rule. When atoms combine to form compounds, they can give up, accept, or share electrons in order to assemble an octet of electrons in their outer shell.
There you go.
Okay, right here, you see where they talking about the tendency atoms to prefer 8 electrons in their outer shell? This is the science of the Ogdod.
Okay.
The Ogdod in ancient Kemet. Okay, that's the 8. The sacred 8 represented as the B. Who becomes the number 13?
Okay, I'm with you.
Who becomes in that blue seat in the center when the outside folds in on itself. Right? So we're talking about the maturity of the metals in physics being expressed as a story in the chemetic sciences to help you retain the memory of the sacred Ogdod, which is the 8 electron link. Now remember, protons are positive, electrons are negative in polarity. Right? You gotta remember that. So those are the smaller parts that make up the whole of the atom. Neutron remaining neutral. All right, let's go back to the science.
Okay. You want to let it play? Okay, I got you.
A covalent bond is formed when atoms share electrons in order to satisfy the octet rule. For example, a carbon atom holds 4 electrons in its outer shell, but it would be much more stable with 8. To gain the additional 4 electrons, carbon can share with other atoms and thereby have a completed outer shell. If 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms come together and share their electrons, carbon achieves an octet of electrons. Note that each hydrogen in this compound achieves 2 electrons in its outer shell. This is the stable configuration of the first electron shell. An ionic bond forms when 2 atoms are held together by the attraction between opposite charges. The reaction between sodium and chlorine atoms is an example of how an ionic bond is formed. Since sodium has only 1 electron in its third shell, it has a tendency to give up that electron. Once it does, the remaining outer shell contains 8 electrons. This loss of an electron gives sodium a slightly positive charge. Chlorine, on the other hand, tends to gain an electron, since its outer shell already has 7. When chlorine gains an electron, it becomes slightly negative. The charged sodium and chlorine atoms are called ions. Ions of opposite charge attract each other and form ionic bonds. In this case, the attraction of sodium and chlorine form a molecule called sodium chloride, or table salt.
So now you see that when they say you the salt of the earth, and you also called the netter, the gods, you're part of the sacred Ogdad. This is what they're talking about. The same way that these atoms behave at this level, we as human beings don't even see ourselves behaving in the same matter because we don't study the atom. So we end up carrying out the bonding process between humans in an as below, so above scenario in sync with the atoms, but the same process is taking place on a universal scale with the planets, right? And then you have masculine and feminine planets, which represents masculine rule and feminine rule planets. And by keeping any of them in a balance, this is what you call the synchronization of energy, right? So the goal is to produce what you call superconduction, which is the process of burning the energy output without creating the waste. But at the same time, the equivalent of energy input sustains a zero waste scenario, right? So it's called superconduction. You want to pull that up, Elder? Superconduction on
I got you.
just type superconduction explain. Yeah, they might be able to do it. Let's see what come up. Right there, the one with the cube. That was the one I wanted. That's the one I thought was a really good explanation when I seen it before.
Which one? This one right here?
The one with
okay, go back.
The one with the cube.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna play it right now. Yeah, I got Hakeem. I'm getting them lined out in the background. So
yeah, I know what you're doing. That's why.
I'm listening to you, but I got it muted out some because of my wife. She went to this Christmas party, so she.
Okay, remember, Elder, parental duties override anything we doing, so we can either work with you or get out your way.
Hey, look, I got him squared away. I just got him lined out. So my wife finna pull up anyway in about 10 minutes. She was at a Christmas party. So I told her I had to do this show tonight, but Hakeem, you
good. Just hit play.
Okay, I got you.
And while this play, you can make sure he's straight.
That's right. That's right.
We back on track.
That's right. I got him lined out. He wants some berries. 10 o'clock at night. Oh man.
Generous Patreon supporters. Superconductivity, an extremely cool but unexpected phenomena used for levitating objects. It's used for MRI scanners, and it might just one day revolutionize completely how we transport energy. In this video, I will tell you the physics behind it and a little bit of the history as well. Superconductivity was discovered in 1911 by Heike Kamerlingh on ICE. It was just made possible to liquefy helium, which produced extremely cold temperatures. Here, on this temperature scale, we have Celsius, and at 0, of course, water freezes, and at 100 degrees Celsius, water boils. At negative 273, we have the absolute 0, and a little warmer is the liquid helium, but it's still extremely cold. To put things into perspective, here is liquid nitrogen. It's negative 195 degrees Celsius. Let's switch the units to Kelvin. Of course, we just set the absolute 0 at the 0 point on the scale here, so you can see the temperatures. Now for my American friends, here's the same scale, but with the Fahrenheit instead, just so you can get a feeling of the temperatures. Now we can reach temperatures down to 3 Kelvin. We can use that to take a look at circuits. So here we have a battery and we have a cable connecting it. That will, of course, induce a flow of electrons. If we zoom in on the cable, of course, the cable is a conductor. So we will see the metallic lattice, and we will see that the electrons are loosely bound to the nucleus, such that they will move easily when they feel a potential. Now, compared to that with an insulator, their electrons are strongly bound to the nucleus, so it won't conduct unless we give it enough energy. Just as you know from thunder, you wouldn't say atmospheric air is a really good conductor, but there's just too much energy in the system, so the air will conduct indeed.
Okay.
That's the crooked man walking, boy. They explaining the science of Big Tookie.
That's what I'm saying.
So in the superconduction, it's about the amount of energy conserved during the exchange when energy is being converted from one form to another. Right.
Hey, you know, this right here type of stuff that we getting into, I'm getting ready to talk about. You right on time, because I'm getting ready to go into this type of stuff next year when I talk about how the ships work and how the technology that you're talking about is the science that they're using and the tech that these extraterrestrials are using. And this we knew this science at one point, but somewhere around the line, the Anunnakis they try to make us cut us off from when we was developing. We was already developing, get ready to surpass that.
Right. So this same science we're looking at, right? We analyzing the conduction of metals and different types of bonds between atomic structures. While this is playing out in a microscopic world, while you was telling the little man, I was already saying
deja vu, man. This is damn deja vu. I feel like
so. While this is playing out on a microscopic level, we as humans, we are doing the same dance energetically that the atoms do according to the metals in our system. Right? So we become synonymous with metals, and the metals is a tribe to stones, and the stones translate into a precious stone, which becomes a polished gem. Right? So we're using the same process that when it's temperature magnified, pressure increased, carbon becomes the diamond, right? Now, when it's on the human level, with the pressure turned up and your balls to the grind, when the man got to come out you is when you man up, right? So it's the same thing playing out. By studying us the way Mother Nature has it set up, we also studying the nature of the microscopic world and the bigger macroscopic world, which include other worlds. You get it? I think you're on mute, Elder.
It's several what you're going into. I talked about in the Ascension Manual it's several different universes here within one universe. Like it's like parallel worlds, multiverses, microcosmics level. First, it's really the first dimension and breaking down all the way up into the fifth dimension. When you break down the different the dimensions, it's all one dimension, really, but you can break it down to the different frequencies. It's all frequencies. Every dimension is a frequency. You know, like if you study music, they got what they call 12 band frequencies, right?
Yeah.
And on that, this is tied in what you're talking about with the metals and all that too, because they're using the sound. They're using sound to program this metal, right? That's what they're doing, right? So when they send in, when they doing the band frequencies, it's a certain level of, say it might be 400 hertz. Then you know it goes up to, you know, that's when that dude was asking. That dude was asking that question to you. He told me to ask Raw when you get on the own. Ask him what he got on the 430 the 430 frequency, because they've been using it. They use
432.
Yeah, they 432, right? They using these frequencies through the music. And if we got these metals in our body and the music is programmed and that music can program it, so what are they using that music as a weapon on us to do the metals in our body? Let me mute out.
So we normally use the music to tell the story to each other, and we carry the beat on the drum. When they moved it to the 432 to take us off the C, put us on the A, they changed the pitch. And so the difference becomes when you hear the music with the synthesizers and shit, the squeaky music becomes agitating to the metals is on the nerve endings, right? So that's what gets into you and make you move, right? So that's your connection. And like, if you look at this picture and what we're talking about, you seeing all of what appears to be lightning throughout the picture, right? Because that's how energy travels. Follow the path of least resistance, right? So the 173, that's a QC flip.
Okay.
That's the queen of the crypts. This an Oye knot because she blue, right? And Yemiya because she got purple under it, right? And then it's the cricket man walking on the land. Okay. If you see the lightning is going into the man.
That's right. That's right. It's heavy.
Right. So he going to the ship, but on here it's the earth, it's the ship on the sea. Because that's the ship that you see, which don't reveal the ship that you don't see, which is the cloak ship, which is in the sky above the ship on the ocean. Now, if you look up, you will notice that, damn, I didn't even notice that was a cloak ship over the ship.
That's right.
Right? So the cricket man had a meeting on the ship with somebody that came from a ship that was cloaked. And the ship that was cloaked is the mothership. Hey, and the mothership was answering the call, which was the final call off of a Farrakhan knock. And the final call was for the A-tone, and the A-tone would be presented by the one God in order to bring us in to atonement, in order to attune us to the tune of the times. And the time dictates the agenda. So the cricket man walking on the land is actually walking on the water.
Okay, okay.
Right? If you look, he walking on the water.
That's right.
Right? And they say Jesus walked on water, but Jesus was Isis. So what was they really saying? They walked in the spirit. Because water is the symbol for spirit in the dream world and in the physical world. The water can be programmed just like the metal. Right?
That's right. That's right. Hey, mother Mona Harris, Dr. Mona Harris, go in on it. I'm about to put a tape out on that. Go ahead.
So the scientists in Japan did the study to find out that the water can hold the healing energies if you attune them to the right pitch and the right frequency. And the human is 75% water. The brain is 80% water. So what are we really saying? What if water is God? Because water is the symbol for spirit, and spirit is manifest as woman. Because woman was first. She walks in the spirit. She is the one who walks by faith while we walk by sight. We don't believe what we feel, but we believe what we see. That's the man walking on the land. but the crooked man walking on the water believed in something that was bigger than itself. You couldn't see it, but he could sense it. So that's Big Tookie come to get the message off of a time anomaly. Because right now, I was on this the same exact time doing that live video, and I was in a time loop. And flipped out the time loop when I finished the video to come in and do this video on a synchronized timeline in order to review the time loop video.
Man, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm having a whole bunch of deja vus like we did this tape already.
Right, because that's when you reach spark in the last time you had to close this shit out, and we back to where we was once before. Because you have to see this shit going out the same way you saw it coming in, only in reverse. So everything's been upside down, turned around. Now it's right side up, turned straight.
I feel like I heard you say everything you saying. I feel like it's a deja vu, man. Like I heard, like we did this tape already.
Right, because that's sparking your memories on a parallel timeline. You're seeing it simultaneously on multiple timelines. Remember, I just flipped out of a time loop anomaly.
Yeah, that's what I said. Then my internet cut off. It's just a weird feeling that I had.
Right, because you sensing what you can't see with the naked eye. Remember, men walk by sight.
Yeah.
Right? But some men walk in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel in the spirit, but you still walking with the sight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you recognizing that what you're seeing in the physical is a reflection of what you're sensing in the spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Something big is coming.
This ancient Kemetic science and what we're going into, because we as ancient we didn't call ourselves ancient Egyptians, but for the sake of conversation, you said that God was water. Some people might say air is water, right? But the thing is, we at ancient Kemet, we said Shu. Shu was the wind. That was a god. Then we said Tefnut. I think it was water, right? Tefnut was for the water. So all these, we had the concepts that we saying right now. We had these concepts thousands of years ago. And somewhere way along the line, we just forgot. And now we get reminded about what we once knew. Our memory started to come back.
Right. And then when it started to come back, you have the sensation of deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're breaking the spell in real time. You reading hieroglyphics in real time by reading this photograph as a tarot card.
Right. That's right. That's right. Go ahead, right? High power alchemy.
Right. So the Queen Crypt is the Queen Crab.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And Crab is Rab. Who is Rab? The rabbi.
Yep. Lord.
Right. So the teacher. Rab. Rab is the teacher.
Right.
Also elongated in the Bible as Rabboni.
Okay.
Rabboni means the teacher, which is the guru.
Okay, that's right.
The guru is one who comes to bring the light, enlightenment.
Okay.
Right? He can't walk the path for you. He can just show you your way.
Uh-huh.
Right? A signpost.
Uh-huh.
The signpost gives you the instructions on which way to go next.
Mm-hmm.
Man versus ship. That's the law of the land versus the admiralty.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
In the final confrontation, who will prevail? The laws of God or the laws of the seas? And the laws of the seas is the laws of the crabs, and the laws of the crabs is the laws of lightning. And the laws of lightning is the energy expression of nature when it's exploding with passion.
That's fire.
right? So what does the ship mean?
That
Which
ship,
ship come to mind when you see that ship?
when I see this ship, the ship that comes to mind is the Titanic.
The Titanic,
Yeah,
right? The Titanic was the unsinkable ship that sunk.
that's right.
What do that mean? That was the myth. That was a false legend. That was the tale of the slave ship narrative that they thought was an unsinkable ship.
Mm-hmm.
But that motherfucker got sunk when they came across a motherfucker that told y'all we ain't come on no goddamn slave ships. We was already here.
Mm-hmm.
Sound the alarm. I'm about to set it off. Right? What's
Mm-hmm.
the alarm? Tribesmen, listen up. The chief is talking. They lied to you and turned you against one another. They fed you misinformation to make you behave other than your true self. So we come back to make all things right by restoring the things that's out of order in accordance with the laws of Mott. Right? So the elders come back to teaching the term you understand. What terms do we understand? Colorful pictures and wise words.
Yeah.
What you see before you.
Hey, to add to what you're saying, also about the Titanic, I know we was high-powered alchemists, man. We put on those tombs in the Valley of the Kings. It said on the front of the door before they went in that joint, before they dug it out, it said, if you go up in here, and it says, whoever curses he who disturbs the tomb of such and such. If you go in here, your ass crack is gonna explode, your eyeballs gonna pop out your head, your kids are gonna die. I'm telling you, don't go up in here. And the white man that goes up in there, these Hellfire Council paid to go in there and try to look for ancient technology because they know what it was, but the other scholars didn't know. But the people, the extraterrestrials knew it was ancient technology in those tombs. But they said, don't go in there. That's what we taught, what our ancestors told them. And they said, oh, that's interesting. It says right here in the ancient Egyptians that we go in here, our ass crack is gonna explode. Oh, that's interesting. They walk right up in there, and then just like the ancestors said, it happens exactly like they said on that damn wall, right before they walked in there. And then they took that shit and put it on the Titanic. See, the Titanic had certain artifacts from our ancestors when they tomb raided us. You know what I'm saying?
Also, the ones from Jekyll Island who did not go along with the central banker's plot.
Hey, go ahead.
Was on that ship.
Oh yeah, go ahead. The iceberg. Go ahead, break that down. What's the alchemy on that? Them hitting iceberg, the iceberg knock.
Right. So the iceberg is a giant mountain of ice floating in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So the reflection is there's a massive man on the land that slave ship lie ran into to get sunk. Right? The massive man on the land came out as King Kong.
Go ahead.
King of the gorillas. Now, they just tell you about it in the movie. So you want to go through it?
Hey, that movie's gonna definitely copyright me, man. I know that for sure.
I'm gonna have you pull up a flyer. I ain't gonna have you pull up.
Okay, all right, go ahead. I can do that. No, I can do that. Let me go ahead.
Okay, the first one we gonna pull the flyer up is called The Troll. Just came out.
This cartoon?
Nope, it's a movie. Just came out.
Like a real movie or like a animated movie?
It's a real movie.
Okay, The Troll. Is this big thing right here?
Yeah.
Like Godzilla looking. We got him. Hold on, let me get a couple of them. All right, that's one. This one. And then it's the same storyline as King Kong, right? That's what it looked like.
Now look in the in the
I'm about to watch this.
trailer, right?
Uh-huh.
The guy referred to the troll as King Kong, but he not King Kong.
Okay.
This about to get good. You ready for this, Elder?
Oh yeah, you gotta break this down. Hold on, I'm gonna blow this joint up, my nigga. Hold up, let's get it. He got a tail. I don't think King Kong. Okay, go ahead.
All right, now this is the troll.
Okay.
The troll was sealed in the side of the mountain,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for some kind of way, he was released from the mountain.
Okay.
When he came out the mountain, the guy in the boardroom called him King Kong.
Okay.
Now, if you go back to the Google search bar,
Okay.
put in Michigan,
Michigan what?
look, Yoopers, UOOPERS versus trolls.
What?
That second picture on the left down.
Right here?
To the left. Go one more to the left.
Okay.
No, the other way.
Right here.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Let me see. Let me blow it up real quick. See if I can find another.
Okay. You see where it says Superland and Troll Land?
Yeah, I'm gonna blow it up for you right now. Oh, they got some good ones on here. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Oh, here we go. You want me to put it side by side or just blow it up by itself?
It don't matter. You put it either way, whatever the fastest.
I got you. I got you. Hold up, Michigan. Oh, that's an island right there. I know a dude. Hey, I saw a video of a dude that live on this island in Michigan. He bought land on that island. I was watching a video on there. Okay, where is it? There you go, right there. All right, let's blow it up. Troll land.
Okay. Right now, this is one of us is giving us a knock from behind the scenes. They flipping out the troll that's tearing up the land.
Okay.
Right now, they showing you right there. That's the top of what's called the Lower Peninsula of Michigan.
Right there, yeah.
Okay, pull up the Lower Peninsula of Michigan.
All right.
Get that picture that say up north, so you can see them both.
Okay, I got you. It'll be lower. All right, here you go right here. Which one you want?
First one. Good.
I got it. I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. I'm going to get that one just in case. This one right here, too. Just in case it don't let me show that one. All right. Let's see. I'm going to let me side by side real quick. Man. Hold up. All right. This is upstate Michigan.
Okay, that's going to have both the upper and lower peninsula on it.
And this one right here is, that's it right there. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one you want?
Okay, now, this is the right hand of Mother Earth, Michigan.
Okay. Go in.
This is saluting left hand of Mother Earth over the right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you go back, you will see a dude with the hand on it that's showing you the sign. Showing you the sign. Go back a couple pages. There you go, right there. Second
here?
one down.
Right here. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Damn, Rod. Come on, man. Bring it. Drop this shit on it, Rod. This is
Okay.
high power shit right here. Let me blow that up too. Let me take this one down, and we'll blow that one up. Yeah, hey, you really be recognizing some stuff that nobody really think about, bro. I don't even think about this type of stuff. That's why I'm glad I know you, bro. You give me more stuff to think about. Okay, like a little hog or something too, like a little hog or some kind of animal shape, like. Hey, but you want me to take one down or leave one up, or how you want me to do it?
Take that one on the left down.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Now, you see they got all of the cities pointing to different parts of the hand.
Yep.
Right. Okay, now, you got the left hand as the UP. You see it?
Yep.
That's called a left hand salute.
Okay.
The right hand, this is how the natives greeted each other. That's based on the 5 principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as taught by the Moorish Science Temple.
Okay.
Remember, they used to say that they used to hold their hand up and say, how?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's what they're doing. Because the chief is in Michigan right now.
That's right. Let's go.
So I'm just showing y'all, they're telling you in pop culture. So the trolls is the ones that come from under the bridge, which is the Marquette Bridge.
Okay.
All right. The Marquette Bridge is Michigan's Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
The Golden Gate Bridge is in the San Francisco Bay.
That's right.
Okay. The Bay Bridge is the mirror flip or the reflection of the Queens Bridge, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Right? So we're looking at the bridges bridging across the land to reveal where the troll come from in the hand.
Because hey, it's a reason why they painted that bridge orange too, ain't it, Rod?
Everything they do for a reason. They don't let it be haphazard.
Yeah, we're gonna pull them up too. You say the Golden Gate Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge. That make a lot of sense. What you saying, man? It's a high power.
The Queens Bridge. It's the Queens Bridge.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was supposed to run into you, Rod, to get this another level of alchemy. This shit that you
look. So the tribes is knocking from New York. New York is ran by a tribe called the Manhattans.
Same bridge.
They security force and they high priest come from another tribe called Shinnecock. They have their own 5-nation confederation in New York.
That's right. I know what you're talking about. I'm doing research on that now.
Right. So when we come in to reclaim the land, we got to show you where everybody coming from and how they're telling you in pop culture that exactly what we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now remember, in California in the Bay is the Golden Gate Bridge, which is the bridge from Planet of the Apes with Caesar.
Okay, that's right. Where you climb up top, yeah.
What is the movie Planet of the Apes about? The rise of the gorillas, the rise of the primates, the rise of the monkeys, the gorilla clan. Go back to Black Panther, Bay Area again.
Mm-hmm.
T'Challa had to get help from who? From the gorilla, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mbutu?
Yeah, go ahead. You go.
Right?
Yeah.
It's still telling you using the 3-bridge flip. You got to get the Marquette Bridge now.
Okay. Let me get it right quick. In London?
Nope. Marquette Bridge is in Upper Peninsula, Michigan.
Okay. I got you.
Marquette.
Here you go, right here. That bridge long as the mud, boy.
So what we doing in real time before the clans, however many other different clans is watching, we call bridging the land. This is called Building the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, an old Negro spiritual.
Hey, it's a bridge called Lake Pontchartrain Bridge too. That's a long ass bridge, but it ain't the same kind of bridge as the ones you looking for. Okay,
I'm going to specific bridges based on the knots.
Okay, I got you. I'm following right with you. Okay, let me get that other bridge pulled up for you. This that's the bridge right there, Rod.
Yeah, that's the Marquette Bridge.
Okay, yeah, it's the same little type structure. Look at it. Damn, Rod, you be getting them niggas. Hey, somebody say Rod, get them niggas, man. Rod be
now remember, Tukey said, listen, remember, Tukey ran into the ship. The ship ran into the crooked man.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And up there, the ship was called the Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay, that's right. That's
no,
right.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah, the Edmund. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, pull up the song Edmund Fitzgerald, so that people could see. They can go listen to it. You can play a couple seconds of it though, just to get a little bit of the energy on us.
Edmund. Hey, spell his name. Edmund.
Fitzgerald. F-I-T.
Oh yeah, Fitzgerald. I got that part. Like the first name. How you spell it first? Like Edmund.
E-D-M-O-N-D.
Okay, O-N-D. Okay, I got it right now. E-N-D. Oh. Fitzgerald. And the name of the song was.
That's the same name of the song by
about a boat.
I forgot my man's name.
Edmund Fitzgerald. His name spelled E-D-M-U-N-D Fitzgerald.
So this was the ship. If you put the same thing in YouTube, it'll pull up the song.
Okay, I got you. Artists create replica. This might be it right here. No, it might not be it.
No, it's just a song. It's a song telling the story.
Okay.
Meet Litterobot, the self-cleaning automatic litter box for cats.
Today is the 45th anniversary.
Oh no, that ain't it.
That might be the story of it though.
Yeah, 40-year-old legend. Hold up, no, that ain't it. Did they make, we want to play that right there?
Yeah, it's a 2.5 minute news clip. It's public domain.
Great Lake shipwrecks in history and the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. A local man decided he wanted to pay his respects to the 29 victims lost on the vessel. Paula Tutman joins us with his
You see the time on there?
Yeah, it's 4:03.
No, it say 4:07.
I mean 4:07, yeah, 4:07.
That's the GD knot.
75 degrees.
75 degrees. You see the 4 at the top?
Yeah.
It's the compass over a square.
Okay, I see it. So the 407, 75, that's what. Oh yeah, I see it, bro. I see it. Yeah, these suck. Hey, we been dealing with some high. Hey, they witches and warlocks, and they've been doing this alchemy on us the whole time. But while they telling us we need to be racial on Jesus, and we ain't using our wizard. We ain't use we wizard.
Right. So soon as any one of us start seeing this stuff, we can expose their whole plot to the rest of us. Right now, he flipping me the record of Edmund Fitzgerald, right? But on the Bay, it's going to be the wreck of let me get the flip out off the video. The video gonna tell me who it is he's using in the Bay that sunk like the Edmund Fitzgerald. Let the story play.
Right here in the middle, they saw that bird. It's a reason why.
That's a seagull.
Yeah. Click on.
Today on Belle Isle, Tom Labuda prepares to go sailing.
This is my Edmund Fitzgerald that I made. Why did I make it? God only knows. This is where I climb in at. Where I get in and steer.
Everywhere he takes his ship,
She's ready.
he draws a crowd.
No.
Oh my God. A carpenter by trade and an artist by hobby.
Does anybody know of an artist? No. Does anybody buy my stuff? No.
He was just looking for something to do and he decided to make a replica.
Putting lights on it, to the horns, to the motor.
Of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, the Great Lakes freighter that sank in Lake.
Hey, what? So the mask on and all that, that's part of it, ain't it? Right.
Yep, it's all part of the flip. We can bag up a little bit and go over a little bit of it. If you
Yeah,
want.
because we got that. Why he got a mask on? And
Okay. Okay, now the mask means concealed. The faces of this guy that he's talking about that ran into the Edmund Fitzgerald in the bay, this is the mirror flip.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, in the picture that we seen on the Queen Crypt, the ship was about to run into a man.
Yep. Yep.
So now we have a man that's presenting the ship.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? Back up a little bit more, Elder.
Okay. He got that captain hat on. It's a reason for all it.
Yeah.
He got a man, crooked man walking right here. Crooked man.
Them deckhands.
Yeah.
Them deckhands, they swabbing the deck. That's a Popeye knot.
Okay.
A Popeye is my father eye to look straight.
Okay.
All right. So my old man knock on the Blue Lodge, which this is a crypt, big Tookie knot out the bay off of Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, I see
Right.
it. Go ahead.
Okay, now push play, and when I be ready to push pause when I tell you.
Okay, I got you.
Does anybody know of an artist? No. Does anybody buy my stuff? No.
He was just
Stop.
looking for something to do.
He say, do anybody know I'm an artist?
No.
And he say, what else he say?
And do nobody know that what he doing? No, he don't even know what he doing.
He being driven to do something. You can let it play again.
Okay.
Oh.
He was just looking for something to do and he decided. A carpenter by trade and an artist by hobby.
Does anybody know of an artist?
Pause.
Oh.
They say carpenter by trade.
Yeah.
Who was the carpenter?
Jesus.
Jesus, which is ISIS.
Okay.
Okay. So now he's an artist. See how he holding his hands?
Yeah, I know. I see him.
That means I'm wide open, but you
Yep.
see his face is concealed.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So it's an open secret. Everybody know, but won't nobody talk about it.
But the face of the man that did the hit ran into is concealed.
Right. But he's going to reveal himself as a carpenter and artist.
Okay.
Right here, he's telling identifier code. Push play.
Okay.
Does anybody buy my stuff? No.
Do anybody buy my stuff?
No.
Right? The opposite would be true in the Bay. So it's an artist from the Bay.
Okay, go ahead.
And the artist from the Bay is a giant.
Okay.
But don't nobody know that this artist has the influence and power that he holds because they just think he's an artist that sell records.
Damn. That's heavy.
So who would this artist out of the Bay be based on what we know so far?
Tupac.
Nope.
Who?
Close, but nope. My father, remember, Pop said the pop eye mean look straight.
Yeah.
What is perfect vision?
2020.
And add them together?
And add them together, you get 40.
And what was we talking about? The Crooked Man was walking on what?
On water.
Who is 40 water?
E40.
Oh, young elder. You make so E40, E is the M on this side off of a West Coast turnaround.
Damn.
E flips to an M, makes 13, which is the Queen Mother seat. And the Queen Mother seat flips off the 40 water.
Man, you know, E40 is in a certain area called Vallejo. And a certain, back in the day, a certain being that I used to listen to, he talks about this treasure that's hidden in Vallejo, like a deposit that was put there by the Shriners.
Right. Now, this right here is telling us off of the codes that E40 is passed off as just the artist trying to sell records, but behind the scenes, he the one that's helping to rebuild the ship out west.
Okay.
What's the ship out west?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It's the relationships that was broken when they ships crashed into the land.
What? It's heavy, bro.
The relationships is the relationships between the tribes. When they bombed Queen Khalifia's island and turned it into a military base and then turned it into a prison, so they had to lock the Crooked Man down in order to show you where to look.
That's right. This is high power alchemy, bro.
Let it play.
All right.
And he decided to make a replica.
Putting lights on it, to the horns.
You see that? Sound the alarm.
Lights. He hit that horn 2-3 times. Hold on, let me go back. How many times? It was 3 times? Hold on, let's get back.
The motor.
Of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. To make a replica.
Putting lights on it, to the horns. The motor.
Of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, the Great Lake freighter that.
You see where he said putting the whites on it and then the horns?
Yeah.
That's putting a white flag over the tribe. The tribe being the red. That's just the putting the flag of peace over the tribes when they rebuild the ship.
Okay.
The relationship that was fractured by the ship crashing into the lane.
Okay.
Right? It was a war effort by the enemy to divide us. And they saying that E40 is instrumental in keeping the soldiers in the base standing firm on we not gonna fall for that shit this time.
Yeah, you know something else I think about it, man? E40 do be doing a lot of shit in the background. Like I be seeing them in like events and I be like, damn, they go E40, but I never did put it together.
Right. Now, what they gonna tell us is who is the OG signing off on E40 and the work he doing and that's keeping tabs on his work in this video.
Okay, let's see.
In Lake Superior, in a storm, exactly 45 years ago today, all 29 souls were lost. The wonder of the Great Lakes is all of them can feel as vast as an ocean, and Lake Superior
See that?
is the largest.
She just gave us the flip.
Lake Superior. It's the Michigan flip.
Yeah, she say the lakes can make us feel like we in the ocean. But go back about 10 seconds. Listen. Right there.
Is all of them can feel as vast as an ocean, and Lake Superior is the largest. This was no Lego project. With a great deal of love of wood and craft and history, he painstakingly and quite accidentally built a memorial to a vessel and its crew.
All 29 people.
The end. Look at what it say right there, Rod. It says some son John.
Hey, now you notice the sign is upside down. You think that's an
Yeah.
accident?
Nah. The end. It says
Right. So they
Alan
flipped it.
G.
Then these is the people, the crew of the Ella Fitzgerald, and this is the memorial.
Okay.
It was 29 people that was casualties on the Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay.
The Ella Fitzgerald was flipped over in Lake Superior.
Okay.
So that's saying that the ship flipped in the superior spirit realm first. It was a spiritual war.
Okay.
All right. In the seas, the lakes were as vast as the seas was the flip from the fresh water to the salt water.
Okay.
That's how we end up in the bay. So from the bay, it's telling us that somebody, which we discovered was 40 water, was keeping the guys, the OGs, solid together. He was like a binding agent.
I want to say Easy E with the Crips. I mean, Easy 40 with the Crips too. But he connected.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if
I don't know if he is a Crip. I know he connected with the Crips though.
Yeah, he connected with all of them because in the bay, for what they saying he's doing, he's being a peacekeeper between the clans.
Okay.
Right now, remember, blessed are the peacemakers, for theirs should be the kingdom of heaven. Right.
Yeah.
So we looking for a peacemaker like 40 water, but we looking for somebody that he's working with that would be considered his OG.
Man, it's got to. I'm trying to think of who they could be though. That's a. And this red dude, is he hiding in the background, or do we know it's? Can we we seen him before we done?
I don't know yet.
I think it's fair.
I'm just following the signs, and the signs is unraveling what it unraveled.
I think it's a Farrakhan now. E40 on the Farrakhan now. I don't know, man, because Farrakhan a little feisty though. So
push play. Let's see if we can figure it out.
Okay.
In memory of 1975.
And then set it adrift on a smaller but far more manageable lake.
That's a Moorish knot.
With their fees on, right?
No, when she says set it adrift.
Did they tell
you? It's the more. Go to the search bar.
All right. All right, right here.
We come back to the video.
Okay, all right. Go to Google search bar.
Yep.
I got you.
Under images, type in Moorish sacred drift.
Oh shit. We got it, bro.
This T. Rogers.
Oh, this right here, yeah. You see it? What you need?
It's
right
gonna
there?
be a book. Put book behind it.
Right here. Here you go, right here. Is it Peter some Sacred Drift?
Yep.
Right here. With Double Jew Ali on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. Let me blow it up. Man, you be giving us some good books every time, bro. Hey, shit that I ain't never heard of. I went to a library, bookstores there that I ain't never seen the books you be talking about. Somebody like you be giving me some good shit. Like this book, I ain't never heard of this book. I got a lot of books. Man, Sacred Drift. This right here gotta be some high power alchemy right here. What the hell is going on here, Rod?
Yeah, it is some high powered alchemy. This is This is called a knock from the past. It's a message from Noble Drew Ali that was carried by one of his students into the future on his behalf.
Okay.
In order to get the secrets out into the public domain. You see his hand?
Yeah. I have a
right.
Right.
But it also with no glove on.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Right. The right hand reveals the secrets in the public domain. He's talking about Michigan.
Okay.
The right hand of God.
Yeah, that
is
hand,
the
yeah.
right hand of earth.
My bad for cutting in. But that
Scroll
same
up to the
just showed it.
names. Scroll up to the names and see what they say.
Peter LeBron Wilson.
Okay. Now, the first thing I noticed about that name
is what?
It say Lamborn.
Yep.
Who wrote the book of Lam?
Baba.
Who gave the prophecy of the book of Lam?
Elijah.
Okay, this is already documented, right?
Yeah.
So Peter, meaning father, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Peter was told in the Bible, on this rock, right?
Yeah.
I'll build my temple.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Now, we know in the lodge that the rock is the stone that the builders rejected.
The cornerstone.
Becomes the chief cornerstone. Chief cornerstone.
That's right.
Right? And this is Will's son.
Will's son. That's right. Let's do it.
Right. But here's the kicker. Believe it or not, Will's son is my father.
Okay. Go ahead.
My grandfather's name is Will.
Okay.
And that make my father Will's son.
That's right. Let's get
Peter, the one who knows about the book of Lamb, is born to Will's son. The father was born to Will's son. That's a message from Noble Drew Ali, standing between both pillars, Joaquin and Boaz. Severity and mercy on the straight up 45.
That's right.
That's an upright man revealing the secrets to the public. This is instructions from what to do from Noble Drew Ali to me through his students. This is called reaching into the future.
What's this sword right here in the ground? Like, well, all this stuff down here.
Those are different symbols that goes to the rulership. That's King Arthur's sword.
Okay.
My father's name was Arthur.
Go ahead.
Right? So you got to pull the sword by having the blood.
Okay.
You get the blood from the motherland on the red house, which is the red roses.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 red roses because you need 3 sisters to bless you in.
Mm-hmm. They got like a ghost or somebody in the background watching them in the future or something with the Sphinx in the background. Why Noble Drew Ali got the desert and the Sphinx in the background?
Because he came across the burning sands.
Okay, yeah, I'm with it.
Right? That's the Arabian sands.
Yeah.
He crossed the desert and he stands before the the Sphinx, because he's facing the west.
Okay.
But when we find out that the world is misoriented, we find out he's facing the east from the west.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's called the proper reorientation.
Okay.
Right?
I'm with you.
He's standing on his 45 with his fez on. He's exercising his 360 of learned knowledge.
Okay.
He learned the 360 to the 720 on the tassel flip on the 360.
Okay.
This is the 360 flip to 720, and the 720 flips to 1440 off the turnaround.
Okay.
All right, now go back up to the top because it's finna take us to another book.
Yeah, blue moon. Every blue moon. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's a rare event. It's gonna take place. This is a prophecy in pictorial form by aligning the art to the spiritual intuition.
This is fire.
Okay, now the Sacred Drift essays on the margins of Islam.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the guy sent me a video today about guys talking about writing in the margin on the paper.
Uh-huh.
Right. It's a term for it. And it's called marginalization.
Okay.
Right. In order to escape the margin, you have to enter into the body of the work.
Okay.
Right. So this is what this is transferring this back off of a knockback.
Okay.
We told you we was coming based on the words in the capital letters as an anagram.
Okay. That shit fights a lot of shit in this picture. Hey, got the prayer beads right there. What's that? The prayer beads on the Boaz or the knot, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's mercy.
Okay. I mean, they bear with us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm looking at the word sacred drift. Watch this.
Okay.
The side priestesses are the doula.
Yeah.
The letter C is the symbol for the word C.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Remember when you pulled up the red eye in the pyramid?
Yeah.
And what did I tell you it means?
You said it means man, I can't remember.
Blood in my eye.
Yeah, blood.
In my blood in my third eye. That's when you see the enemy clearly.
Yeah.
D is the 4, right? That we got flipped off of the channel 4 flip.
Mm-hmm.
The rift. The rift was the division between the children of the nations on the land.
Okay.
So the priestesses see red when the 4 kings see the rift.
Okay.
That means you see the enemy for who they really is. This is coming off a sacred drift off of the students of Noble Drew Ali.
Uh-huh.
This is what we would call a righteous more not.
And would this be safe to say whatever Noble Drew Ali was bringing, he brought it from ancient Kemet? Because he's over here got the pyramid.
Well, you gotta remember he studied Kemetic sciences because he was trying to figure out how do he get his people out of the condition they in.
Okay.
Right. So he studied Kemetic sciences. That's how he know to use the symbolism in order to maximize the information exposed without using a whole lot of words.
It's got a cub right here at the bottom too. It's a cub right here, like a cub, like a tiger, a lion or something.
It's probably a tiger cub.
Yeah, it's like right here at the bottom, right here.
Mm-hmm.
I can blow it up bigger. Right here, you see him? 3 roses. Man,
yeah, he could be any one of the big cats.
Yeah. Noble Julie, it was a high power freaking alchemist, man. I'm telling you, every single picture he took.
The sword is also a battle axe.
Okay, let me roll it up. Oh yeah, you can tell. Okay, yeah, right here. It's like a Native American knock, right?
Yeah, that's a tomahawk knock.
Yeah.
The tomahawk is a cleaver.
That's right.
Which is the Cleveland clans, which is Ohio Indians. Right? So we get knocks from multiple clans to close out all this shit on the land and restore us back to prominence where we supposed to be anyway.
That's right. Hey, you know these structures in the background too? If you look at these structures, these were the same structures that we had over here on this land. Like some of these structures, the Washita built these type of structures in Oklahoma.
Yeah, those was mud huts.
Yeah.
North American mud huts. Pull them up.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it in right now.
North American mud huts.
I got you.
Native American mud hut. This was the preferred way to make homes in the Southwest because the temperate climate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like in Phoenix, those areas. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the dirt is an insulator. It keeps it cool on the inside.
It's pretty much
how
a mound.
That's how we beat the heat.
These had their own air conditioner system, and how did they built them? You know what I'm saying?
Ventilation.
Yep, that's right. And these right here are like the mount. We built mounds too, like underground mounds, the same kind of way. Like, but we built them. These right here were above ground. This is fire, Rod. The same little thing. I seen that in the background. Yeah, right here. These the same one. Look at that. That's like in like Phoenix, New Mexico,
Arizona. So these are also used for the sweat lodge ceremonies in some cases too, depending on the tribe. Right. When they use them for sweat lodge ceremonies, they'll go in that motherfucker in broad daylight when it's 120 degrees outside and start a fire in that bitch. And that motherfucker get hot enough, your ass be in that bitch sweating your guts out.
Yeah.
On peyote, high as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Per pass. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get it from. They didn't hit it.
The reason why I don't refer a lot of people to psilocybins and psychotropics is because if a person have a episode and they don't have an experienced shaman with them, that it can ruin them permanently.
That's right. I know people that got had it happen. I know a dude that walk around with just a steering wheel to a car, talking to himself after he hit that shit without a guide.
Yeah. So when you run into that situation, when you got the experienced guide, he know how to guide you through the conquering of that ancestral energy that's trapping you there. That way he can free you to come back into the physical reality without losing your psychological makeup.
That's right. That's right. And you know something too, Rod, about that, to add to what you're saying, because I studied that when I was writing the dream scroll. What happens is if they do it without that guide, that master guide there, they can get it's high power freaking alchemy. You can get trapped because it's a back door. Like you know about the mirror work. You a high power alchemist, you gonna know what I'm talking about. But like the people that don't, like when you leave, when you do this drug, you leave your body, you astral travel, and you go to a whole nother dimension. But the dimension is actually right here, but it's you can't see it because of the state that you're in. But once you do this drug, it projects you into that dimension. Now, when you get there, it's other beings that's already there. Some of them are trapped there. And what they would do is if you ain't got a guide to keep you, because what happens if you go there and you got fear on you, these beings can sense it in this dimension. And so they'll come to you and trap you in that dimension, and then they'll steal your body. And they'll come back and then you will be a whole different person. And they'll think that it's you, but it's really a being that stole your body from when you were doing the drug, because you went in there and you got fear on you and you went with a master. If you see, like high power alchemists can do it by themselves. They can go in there and they can come back out. Like my brother, he was doing it by himself, and he did it a lot, man. And to one point, he said that one day he was driving.
There's only one thing about that a lot of people don't understand.
Go ahead.
When you have a walk-in like that, that's called a temporary walk-in. It's rules to that shit.
That's right.
Right? And this is what makes you lose your mind. Because if they come into your physical body while you're in an altered state, they alter your brain chemistry.
That's right.
So when you come back to yourself, you got an altered brain chemistry. They probably couldn't even do shit with your body.
Yeah, they assimilated. They just assimilated. Baba explains it like they assimilate their ideas into your brain frequency.
That's a full walk-in.
Yeah.
The full walk-in can only come in to suicidals.
Hey, go ahead.
They had to be so disenchanted with life on Earth that they're willing to leave by any means possible. They normally go out as a walk-in. They walk out and another one walk in. That's a trading of a soul contract.
That's right.
So normally what happened is somebody couldn't handle the contract or the agreement to come into the 3D world. So they pass off the responsibility to another soul who might have died in a car accident or prematurely by some means. They get the opportunity to come in. They can finish the rest of their life out by also completing your journey. So whatever your life purpose was, they have to satisfy the fulfillment of that purpose, and then they go back to their original purpose before they walked in.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
Hey,
So
right on.
most of the walk-ins are not nefarious beings. But the
like
hijackers,
negative beings.
Yeah, most of the walk-ins are benevolent. They just somebody that's trying to finish up the agreement before they was rudely interrupted by external forces.
Okay, let's get it.
Right. That's where you get 98% of your walk-ins. What you call hijackers is the ones you talking about, but they can only habitate for a certain amount of time in
They
your
gotta
body.
drink blood, right? They gotta drink some kind of solution to stay in the third dimension. They gotta, in order for them to keep them in this body, they gotta do every 30 days, they gotta do a certain ritual to stay in that body.
Well, yeah, if they ritualistically tied from the 3D world, like it's rituals you can do to send somebody outside their body and call in an altar to do your bidding for you as if they that person.
That's right. I've seen this. I know.
Right.
This.
Those are what we used to call Zumba rituals.
Okay.
Where you got your word zombie from.
Okay. Okay.
Right. When they hijack, the ones that's doing the hijacking normally want to use you to do their dirt in the 3D world without them getting caught.
Exactly. Go ahead.
This how we got caught in this conjure war, because they was using pale faces because they didn't want to get caught. They had no control over what they was doing because they had to follow the instructions of their master. Right? So the only thing we can do is make friends with pale faces and overrun their institutions with friendlies.
Yeah.
Which is how we
W. Bush.
Right. That's how we end up winning. We couldn't win without H. Blavatsky. We couldn't win without Aleister Crowley or Franz Bardone or Manly P. Hall or Charles Tazez Russell and Joseph B. Rutherford, Mary Baker Eddy. We couldn't win without them. Because they gave exhaustive analysis to the doctrine of the church and the secret societies. In order for us to have a comprehensive record of what these motherfuckers was doing to us behind the scenes. Right? So Madame Blavatsky bring the keys to the 7 sisters to the Blue Lodge. That she went into the enemy's lodge and got out. Because she was told by some of Enki's children, called high cellists, that they needed her to get in and get this information and put it in the public domain. But the only thing is, Madame Blavatsky wasn't pale-skinned Russian. She was chocolate.
That's right. She's a mulatto, and she loved to have interactions with dark-skinned Nubian men. And she loved to get that big mandingo dropped on her, man. I'm telling you.
Hey man, quit talking about my girl Madame.
Hey, right? Look, she fell in love. She fell in love with. See how they got the information. It was a being that incarnated. That was the name Azabuk El. He reincarnated as El Moroi. El Moroi hooked up with Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky got the hots for him. He started knocking her down, and then he started teaching her some of the ancient mystic art of science, and then Saint Bernard or Saint Germain them was in with it. With the it's just a picture of them online of all 4 of them on the picture with El Moroi standing in the background. He was one of the ascended masters that came with the from the mystic order of Melchizedek. and he's one of the considered as they talking about the three wise men, right? But he supposedly taught Velasquez that the thrill society or whatever they call themselves, that doctrine is really ancient Kemetic science and really Tahuti doctrine. It's really Hermetic principles and Tahuti doctrine. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of the reference she gave, like the Book of Zion and different stuff, Western scholars didn't accept them because they was ancient scrolls from India.
Yeah.
This is where Enki stored all of the earth records at.
Okay, I'm with you.
Enki's priests became known as Shaolin priests over time in China, and they became known as Buddhist monks over in India.
Okay.
Right. And a lot of his spiritual teachings come passed off as the incarnation of Siddhartha.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. And but there's really another incarnation of Enki.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Enki was, if you really examine what's taking place, he's trying to study that when the Anunnaki leave, right? This is what the Buddha really doing when they talk about he's seeking enlightenment.
Okay.
You take on the human form to find out the extremes of the human body. The Anunnaki put on the suit of Siddhartha, and he lived a life of a prince in luxury. He decided that the luxury has to be tempered by something, or it spoils the benevolent nature of the being by creating a certain errant character.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes out into the community to live in poverty among the paupers of the land. Mm-hmm. This is the extreme polar opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he can assimilate into the pauper lifestyle after coming from such luxury, this is total application of willpower and discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the first lesson of the Buddha is it takes great discipline to become an enlightened individual, a Buddha. Mm-hmm. Great discipline is the first one. The second one is you have to utilize your own willpower to overcome the conditions that the external life put in front of you in order to get the life that you want the external life to present you with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So then he goes through these extremes, these meditating, and he understands something about the mind.
Mm-hmm.
The mind is sakomao, it's erratic. If you don't learn to control the mind, then you won't be able to control your lower base nature as an animal, and you can't live as a divinity amongst animals as opposed to an animal amongst divinities. So control of the mind, that means be mindful of what you think, because what you think becomes your reality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. So then the Buddha begins to practice different forms of yoga to learn the extremes of the body. And what do we discover?
What?
We discover the body is very malleable and adaptable. The earlier you train it, the easier it adapts. And the older the body gets, the more difficult it is to adapt to new ways of being. But the body can still adapt. It will just take a longer period of adaptation. Mm-hmm. So now he's telling us the extremes that the body can go based on the conditions that come with developing over time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So at any point in your life that you apply your will, which was the second thing, it's going to still require you to use the discipline, which is the first thing, in order to train your body to be the body of the life you want to live. Which training the body is the physical exertion required to radiate the necessary energy to attract to you those things that the person in the body that you're building is supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the great work again, the building of the temple of man.
Mm-hmm.
The temple of Solomon is the temple of man.
Mm-hmm.
The soul goes in the man, and the man has to train the body to facilitate the soul by purifying the ego. Shadow work. The shadow work comes with the effort required to utilize your willpower, your ability to use willpower over the desires of the body and the needs of the body in order to transcend them things in which you can become one with the universe, in which all those things become good when you use them. So you really utilizing this blueprint. So this was a method of research or research records of Enki as an incarnation of the Buddha in order for him to learn the best ways to teach the difficult to teach, right? And how to optimize this machine called the human avatar. So by studying what the Buddha is teaching, you're really reading his research notes on how to be the best version of yourself possible. Well, over time in priesthoods and different incarnations of Buddha, you get a huge catalog of different aspects of life, and these are kept codified as a series of sutras. The sex guide is the Kama Sutra. The memory of the war and the recount of the wars, the Vamana Sutra. Then you have the Iso Sutra. And the list goes on and on. But these are from different individuals giving you their research notes, not for you to strictly follow them, but for you to have an understanding of what you're dealing with so you can create your own path. So a good series of books that ties into this, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Ascended Masters of the Far East. When you understand how to read the nature of the character of the individual, forensic profile, that's how you can follow them all the way to their front door. See that box collection? The first picture in the second row?
Right here. This one right here. Oh, hold on. Damn, my bad. Damn, shit. All right, right here. This first picture in the second row, right here.
Yeah. Not the man with the beard, but the books.
Yeah. He's supposed to be Serapis. One of them supposed to be Serapis Babe. We taught him in ancient Kemet. He was one of they scholars that came to ancient Kemet to learn. Supposedly. That's what they said. Go ahead.
Listen, there is no philosopher or scholar that existed in the BC period and early AD period that didn't finish their master studies up in Alexandria.
That's right. Go ahead. Hey, this right here book looks fire too. The ancient.
This is a collection of 5 or 6 books, maybe 7.
Hey, go ahead, Roy. You got another book you want me to pull up before we go to the next one? While we up in this?
Yeah, you might as well pull up the Holy Science.
Okay, the Holy Science.
So in here, he gives you a blueprint of the collective conscious. And when you meditate, how to move through the unconscious. See the man with the beard in the first picture?
Yeah. Damn, bro, how you be knowing all these damn books, bro? You got more books in your head than the damn library, bro. I'm telling you.
So his student was Autobiography of a Yogi. You can pull that up too, because that's one of the best books I ever read in my life.
Okay. The auto. Of who?
A yogi.
Okay.
Autobiography of a Yogi. It might be on this page if you scroll down.
Yeah.
There you go. First book. Yep.
Right here. And this dude right here said some of the these Hindus came mixed in with us. These type of Hindus over here.
He moved over here from India in the 1920s. And he left his ashram, his ministry to a lady named Daya Mata. You see that one that say yogi? There's one more to the left. That
Yeah,
one
right
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
That guy on the cover, right? That right there is the Great Soul Babaji.
Okay. Baba got him in the holy tablets, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if he in the tablets, but he wrote about him.
I think he got him in the tablet. I think this dude is in the tablet. On like the second way when you talk about Elijah Muhammad and all them.
Hey, look, this dude is supposed to be something like 760-something thousand years old.
Damn.
He can convert into pure energy at will, manifest where he want, when he want.
Yeah, hey, you know who remind me of this dude? I know who he is. So they calling him all these names like yoga and all that, but it's really Quaterson and Rama. His name Rama. That's what Baba referred to him as, Rama. Or Quaterson. Now the 13th elder.
Now, the one where the guy with the long hair is, did you get that picture? The first book?
Yeah, right here. I got that one.
Okay. Let's go to that one.
Okay, I'll put it up for you. Yeah, Quaterson. I don't know if you all know about Rama or Quaterson. That's he was the
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes right to the it ties right in with him.
This is one of the best books I've read in my life.
Right here, man. This is crazy. That's crazy, man. A Hindu book. The Hindu game, though.
Look, in the book, he talk about his difficulty to grasp and express himself using the English language, right?
Yeah.
But when you read the book, you realize that his grasp and comprehension of the human, this is what made me really dig into my study of language and linguistics, because for him to think that he can't express himself in English and he expresses himself better than most English writers, I couldn't understand how he would think that unless it's the translation sensation is different in English than it is in Sanskrit.
Yeah, Hindi or whatever language, one of them languages we speak. Yeah.
Right. So his Sri Yukswar, the guy with the gray beard we was just looking at, was his elder teacher.
Yeah.
That was his guru.
Yeah.
Okay, now he left Dayamata. She recently passed a couple years ago. You could pull her up because she was a European. Remember, we was able to use them to pass our secrets.
Yeah. What's her name?
Dayamata, 2 words.
All right. Dayamata.
First picture, yep, that's her.
That's her.
While Mother Teresa was trading children on behalf of the Catholic Church, she was keeping the fire of Kriya Yoga alive in the hearts of the people so it can be reignited as the Kundalini energy.
Mother Teresa. They wanted this lady wanted to die. They tried to keep her alive.
Because she was trafficking in children with some nefarious people.
Wow.
What we don't know is that the orphanage was a byproduct of the Catholic Church creation.
Okay. Go ahead. You want to go in on that? Let me blow this chick up real quick.
Okay, go to this book. See if you can find this book. It's unzipped.
All right. Unzip what?
Papal indiscretion.
That might be. Hold on, go back. I think I've seen it. Not PayPal. It's right here, right? Right here.
It's about the Pope's dirty dealings.
Yeah, I see a couple of them. They hiding that one. It says Benedict.
That ain't what I'm looking for. It's called Unzipped.
Papist. All right. You see it?
There it goes, almost to the end at the top row.
Almost right here, unzip right here. Where they selling little kids organs and shit, man. This shit crazy. They got an organ right there or something. And you know that Pope, he a freaky joker, man. He like kissing African feet and stuff, man. We gotta watch that Pope.
Man, he dressed like a lady. What you expect?
Right? It's part of their ritual though.
Yeah, he dressed like a lady. What do you expect?
Right? Kissing crusty African feet.
There you go.
Okay, right here, yeah. Mother Teresa. Yeah, that too. So Mother Teresa was in on it.
Okay, now this is one of the books that you read about to find out a lot of the dirt in the church. Remember, I told you priests from the inside that didn't agree with the dirt was feeding the dirt out to the public domain.
Yeah.
This is one of the books.
The Pope,
so we go. Yeah. Now, it's a whole lot of books about the dirt of the popes. Right? Which you're going to find out and you're going to discover that the history of the orphanage goes back to the advent of the Catholic priesthood. They got a ritual where the male priest in a bathing pool in the bottom of the churches.
Yeah.
If you put in a search bar under the images and you put in a Catholic bathing pool, put in church basement at the end of it.
Okay, I got you.
So while they in these bathing pools, these bathhouses, the nuns are temptresses to determine if they've mastered the deadly sin of lust.
Okay.
I think that third picture is a picture of one.
I got it
At
right
least
here.
it looks like it.
Yeah, that basement might have changed me around. Let's see. Yeah, this right here look like one right here on the ground, right here, Rod. Right here.
Yeah, that's what they look like. And they was put the priests in there to defy the temptation of lust. And a whole lot of nuns came up pregnant. But they got to do something with all these babies. So they designated a distant parish to send the children of the nuns that was being accosted in these rituals by the priests. Right? And this is where they get the orphanages from. They call orphanages because they named after Orpheus.
Okay.
Pull up Orpheus. You might want to go to the main page to tell you who he is.
Hey, spell his name for me.
Orpheus.
All right. He was from the Greek. Orpheus was a founder of and prophet of the so-called Orpheus mysteries. He was credited with the composites of the Orpheus hymns and Orpheus. It cut off right there. Okay, let's see. Orpheus is a Thracian legend, musical, and prophet in ancient Greek religion. He was also a renowned poet and according to the legend, traveled with Jason and Argolis,
the
Argonauts in search of the golden fleets, and even descended into the underworld of Hades, Adria, to recover his lost wife, Eurydice. Parents is Apollo. His dad name was Apollo. Apollo
was the destroyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so so orphanage is named after Orpheus, and Orpheus was a Greek god who became a Catholic saint. Put saint in front of the Orpheus and watch what happens.
I got you. All right. You want me to put up the pictures? It's got Lyron Orpheus. He is an incarnation of tragic characters in Greek mythology. Orpheus of Greek myths and Orpheus in the Saint of Lyra are the same person who has the same tragical past.
Mm-hmm.
And that Lyra is the Elion star system.
Yep, you seeing it.
And they even named the star constellation after this dude, I think.
Right. Okay, now Orpheus, now put an M on the front of it.
What, leave Sank on it?
Put an M on the front of Orpheus.
They get Morpheus.
Right, God of sleep.
Morpheus. Morpheus is a god associated with sleep and dreams. In Ovid's Metamorphosis, he is the son of Somnus and appears in a dream of the human form. Morpheus is also a fictional character in the Matrix franchise. He's portrayed by Lawrence Fishburne in the first 3 films and in the video game The Matrix Path of Neo, where he was the only original actor to reprise his character's voice. They retained his character's voice. So is that a connection?
Yeah. Only difference.
Morpheus is the god of sleep.
Right. So Morpheus is the god that can control the dream.
Yeah.
He's teaching Neo how to control the dream.
Yeah.
By learning how to control the dream, you by default learn to control the matrix. Right? So Orpheus and Morpheus is only separated by the M. M is for matriarch. So in one culture, he serves as the interpreter of dreams, but in another culture, they turn him into the god of mishaps.
Okay.
Right? So this is what you call undermining. He's been Jacobized. Yakub stuck his claws in. Right? Now, the Orpheus is really supposed to be oracles of Delphi instead of Orpheus, but they changed it. So the Delphi Oracle.
Okay.
The Delphi oracles was the ones who could see. Type in Delphi Oracle. Man, I'm still messed up about that time loss.
Yeah, I know it, man.
And then it came back when I got done like it ain't never left.
Hey, that's what happened to me, man. When I get taken by extraterrestrials, man, they are sometimes they bring me back at the same time they took me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if I leave, if I left at 1:00 a.m. then this morning, I'll come back at 1:00 a.m. at the same time. But it seems like I've been gone for weeks. And then sometime my nose started bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I experience the same thing that you had, right, with the time lapse, but then I don't be tired. Like I said, damn, I feel like I didn't get no sleep or nothing. I don't even know did I even go to sleep, but I don't feel tired. Like
Energized.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? It's like a glitch. Or you remember when Neo was in the Matrix and they almost, I think it's part 2, and they were meeting, and when he stopped, he said deja vu. Then they said what? He said it's a glitch in the Matrix. Agents are coming. Run. He stayed there. Yeah, he stayed there. He fought him right for a while. Then he couldn't figure out. He said that then this dude making a copy of himself. Like he couldn't figure out what was going on. Then he just used his thought. I ain't got to sit here and fight these niggas. I could just take off. See, that's another thing about us Nubians. Sometimes we don't got to do a lot of shit. We could just leave. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to fight. We never use our others outsmart brain. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there and fighting with somebody, we could just leave. You know what I'm saying? Just get it like Neo did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I see this bullshit coming. I don't have to sit here and entertain this bullshit. I don't want to bother with these stinking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck because they want me to stay.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers ain't doing nothing to benefit me and nobody I even know. Matter of fact, they doing everything to benefit everybody except motherfuckers I know. So why would I sit around and participate in their bullshit?
Right. You got a chance to leave, get up out of there. You're gonna get a window if you.
Yeah, I mean, then that goes with that old saying: choose your battles wisely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't no advocate of running away, but I'm an advocate of fighting another day.
Yeah. Now, if I see you looking sweet now, you know what I'm saying? You coming in me and you looking sweet now. Hey, man. I you know, if you like sometimes like it's 3 or 4 guys, hey man, I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna run, but hey, I'm running to get a burner. If you saw me running, I'm running to get a burner, nigga. Hey, you got me running, I'm running to a burner, nigga. I'm telling you.
If you see me running, that's because the fight over with.
Right? Hey, get the hell up out of here, man. Hey man, look.
I ain't gonna go back and get no burner. You know why?
You see me running, I'm running to get a burner, man. You know what I'm saying?
If the situation was gonna require me to have a burner, I'd already had one on me.
Yeah, hey, that's right. Hey, that's right, Rod. That's one way to look at it. I don't like to carry now like that, but hey, look, the way we doing it, you know what I'm saying? I like to be ready.
If the sensation come to me where I need to carry the thump and some shit go down, I'm using it.
Oh yeah, I know it. Rod,
but I ain't gonna fight no motherfucker that ain't earned.
That's right.
I mean, I ain't gonna shoot no motherfucker that ain't earned. That don't make no sense.
That's right.
I ain't gonna shoot a motherfucker I think he gonna whoop my ass. He got to prove that shit.
Yeah, that's right. And the first thing I'm going for with a nigga talking about fighting, I'm already thinking in my head, how could I misdirect him so I could kick him right in his balls? How can I hit him with a high jab?
Hey, I'll be thinking about which side of his jaw should I connect with to put him on his motherfucking back.
Mike Tyson, you got that Mike Tyson shit, man, because you look kind of like from the same tribe as Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm looking for how I can end this fight fast, because I ain't finna be wrestling around with you. I'm looking while he's sitting there thinking about what he finna do. I'm thinking, how can I get my foot connected with his balls so I can get him down on the ground? They gonna take, hey man, they can kick you in your balls or get you a good shot. All my women, listen up. The man sit there and want to fight with you. Your automatic first mindset is, how can I get my foot connected with his balls? And I guarantee you, they're gonna stop a man, they'll shut him down. He'll go right to, he gonna grab the first thing he gonna do when he get kicked in his balls is he gonna grab his testicles to make sure they still there. And then he's gonna go down to his knees and he's gonna grab all the air that he can to try to cool that spot off.
Hey, I'm gonna say it's real though, young girl. That initial shot, it might temporarily stun a motherfucker, but if you kick a motherfucker in the balls, sometimes that motherfucker leap right into your throat.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You need to know who you fucking with before you go trying to kick a motherfucker in
Yeah,
that
right.
ball.
Hey, yeah, the nigga that's prepared, yeah, right. But most niggas on the average dude ain't thinking that, hey, this dude's gonna kick me in the balls. He gonna fight straight up with me, punch and wrestle and all that. Nah, nigga, I ain't trying to sit here and play around. I'm gonna doctor on you. Now, I'm gonna doctor on you. I'm gonna chop you. I want this nigga to go. I want to end this fast. I
Hey,
don't want to sit there.
pull this book up. It's called Sexual Energy Ecstasy.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that's gonna sound like a good one, Rod. Sexual.
Dude, you about trying to kick a motherfucker in the balls and they've been practicing this shit. They balls might be then moved up in their stomach.
They may have nuts of steel. What's the name of it? They may have
Iron Balls McKenzie. It's a sexual energy ecstasy.
Okay. Yeah, he may have a pair of nuts made of steel on that joint. Sexual energy.
No, yeah, so he can use these techniques, right?
Yeah.
When he about to get into a fight, he can draw his testicles into his pelvis. So when you kick him, you ain't even hitting his ball. You just kicking him on his bone. And then draw his testicles up because he knew you was gonna try to kick him in the balls. Go to images.
Hey, it's a book, Rod.
Yeah, go to images.
All right, here you go right here. I think this is it right here, Rod. It's like different ones, but the
Yeah,
ultimate
this
guide to intimate experience.
What's the author name?
It's David Allen
Nope, that's not it.
Ramsey.
That's not the right one.
Okay, then you got another one right here. Is that's by the same dude. Okay, this one is by the same dude. This one's by Kelly Howell. This one was by Stitchin J. Karnick.
Type this name behind it.
Okay.
Type in Montak. New word chia. CHIA. I think that's how you spell his name. There's something close to that.
Oh, I got you. Okay, here we go right here. He got it right here. The alchemy sign. That's the one I was just looking at. The alchemy.
I think it's the second or third book. It's one of them.
Right here. This one right here. The secret love. Okay, that ain't it.
That's one.
Okay, that's one of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. How the hell you be? How the hell you be finding all these books, bro? You just go to like the store and just pick shit out and just read.
No, this old shit I read. A lot of this shit I read while like this right here I read locked up, studying with my Nubian brother. We was studying at the time sex education.
Man, you be having some shit. I ain't never like the books you having. Like, I be trying to find some exclusive shit, but you be having the exclusive shit. That's why I be glad you be doing this show, because some of these books I'll be getting, man. Like this book right here, I'm gonna get this book. You said it's the best book you ever read.
Yeah, that's if it ain't in there, it's in the top 3.
Man, shit.
I bought that book about 12 times over the years. I'm gonna buy it again.
Dang, I need to go and get that book then right there, bro. They're gonna be the first book that I get on my list, right? Next.
I want to get him to do a hardcover collector's edition for me.
And I want to get this yoga joint because I'm into the ascension type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about these Hindus. They be talking about the ascension part. That's
the same book. They just got Babaji on the cover.
Yeah, this dude right here. They got this nigga. That's Quarterson.
Yeah. So he's what we call an eternal master.
Okay, yeah. Ascended
type
master.
His name in. No, eternal master. It's a difference.
All right. What's his name? Type his name in for me. What his name is?
Babji.
All right. Babji.
Babaji.
Babaji. Yeah, here you go. Quarterson.
See if you can go to the main page and get something on him. See if they can tell you something about him.
Okay. Is that dude right there with the beard? Okay. It says right here, is a here avatar. It says my avatar
Means great avatar. That's what we call an eternal soul, Maha Avatar.
Yeah, that's what they call me. The same thing. It's the name. Yeah, for real. Like then, look, I was matter of fact, I'm just gonna go. I'll talk about that later. Yeah, but the name given to his guru by India, Yoga La Hari Mahasaya, and several of his disciples who reported appearing to them between 1861 and 1935 as described in various public and bios. It says right here, he's given the name India. Okay, that's the same thing. Did Bio meet Jesus? Jesus, okay, you said that Jesus appeared to Bio, who was Lord Krishna. Krishna is another Krishna is also another I was thinking that he was connected with the 13 Quadrant too.
Who, Krishna?
Yeah. But he was the leader, he was the silver. See, when these Hindus came here, all of them weren't disagreeable, like they were saying. Like some of them were
originally India was Eastern Ethiopia. That was part of Inky's territory.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, all the way to the Tibetan mountains. That's why all of the sacred records is kept there.
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
Right. And so the people called Dravidians, type of me, D-R-A.
Okay, I got you. I heard of them before. D-R-A.
V-I-D-I-A-N-S.
Yeah, I got them right here.
Go to images, and they got afros.
Yeah, right here. Now, it's a book that I got that said because these Bantu and Sans people, they had already migrated to that area, right?
Look, these is Inky's people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was listen. This is Inky people who are called the Untouchables in India right now. They not allowed to reap any benefits or anything of India because that's Enlil's territory now since he took over.
Okay.
Right. Like Sadhguru is one that he's from those priestly lines of Inky from India. That's the only ones that's able to have any of the status because according to galactic law, they can't suppress the natural spiritual teachings of the earth. They can only give you the option to choose to not listen. Yeah, Dravidians. Those are the people, original people of India.
Do they got Hindu in them?
They the original Hindus, the ones that you call Aryan. Type in Aryan.
Yeah. This right here, the Aryan looking ones right here. They mix the straight.
No, that's not them. Them are half breeds.
Yeah.
The Aryan is way lighter.
Okay, let's do it. I know you talking about the Aryan. You talking about the frugal.
Aryan. It's the royal family in India.
Yeah, the frugal lords. They mixed in with the Hindus, or back in with the Hindus. Right here, this is what they look like right here, like this chick right here. Some of them.
Yeah, them little kids.
Man, this is crazy, bro. All right,
put royals put India royals behind them. Behind that, India royals. That first picture,
right there.
That's what they look like. That's them little kids.
They show
that's them in their regular avatar, Earth avatars that they was assigned before they was put into a different avatar.
Yeah,
this how they look at home, where they come from.
Yeah. Bob will talk about this, man. about these beans. Now, and when you show them, hey, so the Oompa Loompa niggas that's in Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Those are half human, half the whinies.
Okay, go ahead. I know. Go ahead. I'm with you.
Right. They fall under the guy Best as a representative in the Earth Councils.
Okay.
So if you pull up Best, you'll see he's a dwarf. He looked like an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, just like an Oompa Loompa. Now, so on the knock back in the flip, what would Charlie the Chocolate Factory and all that shit represent? Because there's got to be some science, but like the Mayans or something. There's got to be some connection with the Chocolate Factory, the Chocolate Factory. Oh, let's pull it up real quick. I know, but see, I know you a high-powered alchemist, bro. You be seeing what the hell they be doing. It's definitely, you gotta win a golden ticket to get there and all this. This is definitely something about our land, the chocolate, because what's the number one importing? Ain't the number one imported for chocolate is like South
This
America?
ain't even real. Hey, look, I eat chocolate. We haven't tasted real chocolate in America.
What?
This stuff that they call chocolate, this is what you call the chocolate refuse.
Uh-huh.
This is the cheap version of the real chocolate. It's the side effect of making the real chocolate. You come up with the stuff to make this cheaper version.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Real chocolate's so good, you will understand why it's the thing of legend and lore.
Yeah, like gold almost. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was like gold. Yeah, Charlie the Chocolate Factory. The dude that's broke, the poor dude won the ticket. And they had
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is about the golden child, the one with the golden ticket, having an opportunity to inherit the kingdom if he can learn to respect the kingdom.
Okay.
So all of them end up being spoiled brats in one form or another. And out of all of them kids, little Charlie was the best of them all in the purity of heart. Notice that Willy Wonka wears the top hat.
Yeah, magician.
Right. That's going back to the Mad Hatter, going back to Manhattan, which is the New York knock on the Manhattan tribe at the bridge.
Okay. Okay.
Google Manhattan Native Americans.
All right. And we wait over the time, but I mean, I ain't sleepy though. So American.
Man, I'm still jacked up from that lost time earlier, man. I don't know what to do. Man. I'm just see where it say land of the Lenape.
Yeah,
that's another one of the tribes in the area. But go to the main page because we want to see what it say about the Manhattan Indians.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I studied these people. I got these people on my list. I got last names from people from this tribe on my list on a class I'm gonna do. The Manhattan originally inherited called the island Manhattan, which means hills islands. Rich is natural resources. Manhattan had abundance of fruit, nuts, birds, animals, fishes. Ain't no fishes, birds really. I mean, ain't no fishes really. I mean, birds really up in New York, no more size pigeons. Fish and shellfish was plentiful, and the ocean was full of seagull and seal and whales and dolphins.
Manhattan, the Lenape tribe was into something, wasn't they?
Yeah, they was balling. This ain't like.
Okay, now put Manhattan etymology in there.
All
right. Just the word Manhattan in etymology.
All right. The name Manhattan deprives from Musi Lenape language Lenape language term Manhattan, which means gather. Gather means bow and gather. Bow. gather the bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means. Gather the bow, Manhattan. The little picture was a word translated as the place where we get the bow, a place for the gather the wood and to make bows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm about
So
to.
the Manhattans, the Manhattan is the Lenape tribe, which was responsible for making bows. They was arms dealers.
They arm dealers, yes. I like how you sound that up like that. I like how you sound that up. Make it bring it up to date. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's
so
arm dealers.
this is a prime tribe. Any tribe that's arms dealers in the native culture would have been one of the most highly prized tribes.
Okay, that's right. Makes
So
sense.
this is where when the Europeans came, this is one of the people that they usurped. It's in the symbolism of the island of Manhattan crest.
Okay.
Pull up the crest of Manhattan.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, gather the bowls is the same as saying get your guns, dog's about to go down.
Yeah, yeah. Grab place where we get the bows, the armory, pretty much.
Right, but you know how you tell your homeboy strap up, we about to ride
Yeah,
out.
hey man, tell him, hey, it's on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's smoke, man. You got to get that. Hey, everybody scrap up. Everybody
pull up the first and the second two. First, we're gonna look at them separate, then we're gonna look at them side by side.
All right, so the first one and then the second two. Shit, hold up. What is it doing that? Yeah, I only got about 10 more minutes because my wife made it back and she told me to come in there with
Yes, sir. You ain't gotta explain yourself, Elder. We've had a good class today.
Oh, yeah, this shit was fire. Man, every time, man. This was, man. You gave me like the stuff that I'm gonna be putting out, it's gonna be like with this. It's gonna be like niggas gonna be like, man, this stuff is too heavy. We got to come back a year or two later on this. So here, this is too far. This shit is too far advanced past what we could think right now. The brain, you fry niggas' brains, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you fry niggas' brains, man. You gotta take a break on this shit and come back.
Hey, look, my baby say, y'all gonna learn yourself something today.
Oh, that's right.
From this gorilla nerd, Black Girl Magic.
A gorilla not on a flip back and a turn around and a straight forward. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm telling you.
You see the people in the crest?
Yeah.
What is that guy on the left wearing? Stage right.
He's got an apron on, like a Masonic apron with the red large. I see the red large involved with this.
You looking at the native dude. What the other dude wearing?
Okay, he look like some Moorish clothes.
You see them pants he got on?
Yeah.
Go to Google and type in Knickerbocker with a K.
Oh, shit. Knickerbocker.
This is why the Knicks is named the Knicks, by the way. They really the New York Knickerbockers.
Oh, look at this, Rod. You gave us some news, some more shit, right? I'm about to redo this thumbnail so it can be fire. So we wasn't wearing no Knickerbockers over here where the world.
No, I'm about to show you where they come from.
All right, you want me to read on our main page?
No, you could just save a couple of them.
All right, Knickerbockers are a form of man or boy baggy. So the baggy jeans, that's the Knickerbockers. The niggas baggy jeans niggas wearing.
No, but they gotta cut. They gotta be tight on the knee. Go back and look at the picture again.
Okay, I got you. Right here, like capris or something.
Mm-hmm. You call it Knickerbockers.
Oh, and they blew them up. But you know they got this shit from the Moors, man. We started everything. They ain't nothing about no clothes like this. They came out the cave. The Moors started it too. Or the dirty Moors, somebody. It was some niggas that look, you know what I'm saying? You know, they ain't had nothing, man, but the caves when we got a hold of them.
And look, man, whatever they had, it was because they was deprived of any opportunity to have anything.
Yeah, by dirty Moors. By dirty Moors. The same niggas that did us.
Whoever did it to them, we all got punished for it.
Yeah, right. That's right.
This gonna be the hardest thing for anybody to grasp in the future when they see this shit unravel. You can't hold the victim responsible for being victimized. And justice has to be served. The same motherfucking dirt you mete out is the dirt you gonna eat. If you the caretakers of Earth and you let a motherfucker come in and introduce a whole new species and you don't take charge of that shit, then you just as responsible as they is.
Damn, that's cold right there. That's hard.
And if you let people throw people away like trash, your motherfucking reward gonna be to get thrown away like trash.
Man.
Mama said, they don't nobody deserve to be thrown away like trash. Who the fuck you think she talking about? Who you think she talking about? Who got thrown away like trash?
White trash. Poor white people.
Okay. Who threw them away like trash? When you get down to it, who didn't do nothing about it when they had the opportunity as the guys of the earth? The motherfucking good got to suffer with the bad. The sealer is just as bad as the motherfucking dealer. If you sit there and you watch the dirty motherfuckers raping the babies and you don't say nothing, you gonna get the same reward that motherfucker get.
That's right. That's right.
This is why we had to suffer under the jurisdiction of white supremacy. Motherfuckers can't see this shit for what it is. Don't remember Baba say you got punished by your sins, not for your sins? Who the fuck been doing the punishing? Right. Who been getting punished? And how in the fuck is some motherfuckers gonna crawl out the caves and hillsides of Europe and conquer the gods?
Yeah, it wasn't them. They just front man.
It had to be a superior jurisdiction called by a superior god to put the lesser gods in check by fucking shit up.
Call all the out of chaos.
Or they wouldn't have been able to hold us under the oppression. They wouldn't have been able to keep us down without the aid of the superior elders. So when they say that the so-called white man was put here for a divine purpose by God, the divine purpose was to whoop our ass for letting the motherfucker do what they did with their experimentation and don't say nothing. Right? The sisters were sensing it, but they didn't say nothing.
Yep, they experimented. They did an experiment in Argentina where they did their own breed of try to create this mercenary army to come attack us and attack other beings. These Moors, dirty Moors.
That's the story of the boys from Brazil, the Adolf Hitler story. At the end of the day, it boiled down to this. When all of this shit is said and done, there will be no more room for any other isms that causes division in the ranks of the human earth families, because we all got to live here. And I'm not finna live next to a motherfucker that might cut my throat just because of the way I look.
Yep.
Right? We have to recondition the people to know that a foreign agency intervened with our motherfucking progress and turned us against each other. And if we don't see that, we're going to continue fucking each other up to our own detriment. And somebody else going to end up running this bitch and we're going to be the permanent underclass. So we're going to either walk with class at the top of the class, or we gonna be the ass at the back of the class. And we got the option to choose our royal degree.
As we hit the bullseye, or the bullseye hit us.
So you see these guys wearing knickerbockers, right? This comes from clothes from the European gentry. This is specifically
clown outfit.
Italian cut. If you go to images and look up European balloon pants, it's the same thing.
Yep.
Only difference is where they catch you at.
The MC Hammer joints, right?
Right, but they're a little different. The Knickerbockers stop at the knee.
Yep, that's right.
Right. Put in pants of medieval royalty and watch what come up. You see the third picture?
Right here. Right here?
That's the top.
Oh, right here. Okay, right here. This dude right here.
That's what they looked like.
Yeah, like the British, Scottish uniforms, the red coats.
This is probably more Scottish or British, but the other ones that we seen in New York was Italian cut.
Yep. Yep. All right, bro. I'm about to go and cut it out. All right, baby. I'm gonna come. Hey, we got 3 hours or so on this tape. This shit was crazy.
For sure, young girl. We'll be back at it. Remember, we
gonna come back Monday, bro. Whatever next day you go open, we gonna come back, man. Cause this right here, like, we just every time we get on, we just go wherever we go. You know what I'm saying? I learn a lot every single time. Like, I'm gonna lose all the shit that you gave me, like the pictures, everything, the books.
So remember, we got Dr. Kia Pruitt. We're gonna try to get her on with us on Tuesday.
Hey,
at 9:30.
Hey, y'all want to be sure to tune in for that new show that's gonna come out. It's called Meeting the Plug with Rod, Meeting the Haitian Plug with Rod. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, your highlight to spin it around, baby. Niggas be liking that how you spin it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that's really what happened. We meeting the Haitian Plug, man. But we ain't doing no drugs, and then we getting, we're gonna meet up with her because she been trying to get in touch with Rod. Like, I had a thumbnail already.
No, Dr. Kia Pruitt is doing is a different she won't talk about the med beds.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, now that's a different lady from the lady that's trying to meet up with the Haitian Plug. That's a different lady. Right here. This is the document right here. This is the lady that's trying to get in touch with Rod. Right here.
That's the lady I'm trying to get in touch with. She ain't trying to get in touch with me.
Okay. I thought somebody said the lady trying to get on the comments, the lady trying to get in touch with you.
They did.
Okay,
but the reason why we need to talk to her is for her to educate some of the people on the traditions of the island so that they understand what we talk about when we're talking about an ocean ritual and stuff like that. She is the authority, right, that gave the keys to the Haitian Revolution to the public domain. Now, if you watch the documentary I did, there was another sister who talks about Oshun, and I used to watch a lot of her videos, but she talks about the war conjure being turned in on Haiti because the people didn't get an opportunity to close it, right? So at the close of the age, part of Tahuti's job is to make sure that all conjures is closed at the close of an age.
Raphael, blow the trumpet in the time.
Right.
Time shall be no more.
Yeah. So I need to talk to her to ask her for the proper guidance according to the traditions and customs of the land and what has been revealed to me as to the connection with the Gullah Wars and the returning elders of Haiti returning on the mainland to be called back to Haiti or Haiti in order for the sweet waters of Oshun to bring the blessings back to the land.
Okay.
Right. So I'm trying to get in touch with her to have a conversation. So because we believe that John Dessalines returned to Haiti as the guy they call barbecue, that's the prime motivator of the Haiti resistance of present.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the math formula that I use to reverse engineer the culture, if we can get the people of the island to throw Oshun Festival in the open to welcome the Sweetwater back, it shifts the ancestral forces back to Haiti, and it caused those conditions to clear up that keep divine insight locked up, that keep the rest of them away from the island, awaiting the war to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when the energy, so once I talk to her about what I see, her big mama energy is gonna know how to align the people of the island in order for them to understand how to heal the poverty conditions and the unsavory living conditions, and to request all of the children of Haiti to return home to help the cleanup effort.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what I'm seeing, Mother Nature has sent people from the island all over the world to develop a certain skill set to help prepare it when the proper time comes. And the most knowledgeable historian of the movement of that energy is Sister Baino Baello.
Okay.
So I tell the people that I'm trying to reach out to her so that we can help all of the people of Earth heal by healing the epicenter of the redemption of the Earth tribes.
Because the French was after them, man. They came out to Louisiana Purchase. It's all connected, man.
Yeah, and you got to remember where Christopher Columbus first landed.
That's right.
And it's all connected, because when we undo everything back to Columbus, we still end up in the same place.
That's right. That's right. We tracing them. We tracing these suckers. We on them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting the Haitian plug. Meeting the Haitian connect with Rod Hayes, man. We on now. You know what I'm saying? We about to plug it in, man. Hey, we about to get up out of here, Rod, man. This was hot. Hey, y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, if you want to show my brother Rod some love, we dropped his Cash App in the links and we got it pinned. Also, if you want to find his Instagram, we're going to have his Instagram in the comments when we after the show. About 20 minutes after the show, it'll load up. So you want to go to follow him on Instagram, right? Because he be dropping stuff every day, like every hour he puts something out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, go check out that video I did in the time loop that overlaps this video.
Yeah,
that shit crazy.
Man, I'm gonna do it because I had a deja vu and I said, damn, it's like Rod said this, like we did this class already before at the beginning. Like I said, then when I got loaded up first, the computer shut down, and I was like, what the fuck going on? And then when you came on and started talking about the time lapse, it's like I heard you say it already. I heard you tell me that already before we did the show. So it's like, damn, what the hell is happening here? And then you saying you had a time lapse, it's real crazy to me how that happens like that. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna be back, y'all. We got more. We on a non-stop constant research and excavation of our ancestors and bringing them back to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs back on the land, Chief Pontiac. right? We back on the land, man. We making it happen. So we about to get up out of here. Islam, peace, hotep, ashug, shalom, however you like to say it. Peace, baby. Peace throughout the balanced universe. Ashug, divine love to all. Wadu.